Hello everyone and welcome to the Albarian where we play TTRPGs and have a hoot. This is not the normal screen I use. One of our players is away right now, they'll be here in just a moment. And the other one is celebrating their wife's birthday. I think it's either the anniversary or the birthday. I think it's the birthday. Pretty sure. But I got these three here. Hey, hi, how y'all doing? What's up? Hi. Subtle.
Hello. Sorry. I was looking down at notes when you asked that question.
Nice.
I am doing great.
Good. As for announcements, there is Thursday, Mystery Bloodheim. That's happening on Thursday. As for anything else, it's pretty quiet in November. It's a very chill, what do we call it? Month. Really, actually entire month. But December's coming around where we have our one-shots. A couple have already been organised and scheduled, which is very exciting. I only have a few more to set up completely. But be ready for those, because they're going to be a hoot and a half. Along with all our normal things like on Sundays and the every other Thursday as well. Don't forget, in December we do take the last week of it, and New Year's Day off. New Year's Day. I should turn that into an accent. No, I shouldn't. That'd be impossible to understand. But that's our week and New Year's Day completely off. And we encourage you all to relax as well during that time frame, because we really will be relaxing. YouTube's not going to have anything, and we won't be producing anything at all. We'll be chilling. End of the year. It's right around the corner. Scary. Yeah, the images of Nathriel remain in your memories. My phone started ringing the other day, Hans, and that started playing, because it's my ringtone now, and it just made me smile as I answered the phone and received a nice big bill for my car. Nice. Way to bring a smile to a negative thing. Thanks, Hans. The things, you can go to our store and you can get those wonderful t-shirts. Things have started kicking on all that loveliness, and we have some more designs that are inside the works and the makes, some more stuff to be added to the store in the future. More to come, so keep your eyes on that. I don't think I have any other major announcements other than Fate Core, which is happening in January. Our next miniseries is happening in the Fate Core system. We have acquired... There are so many adjectives I could use to describe how spectacular this GM is. The Mama Gecko is hopping in and is going to be running that miniseries for us inside their own universe. It's going to be 4 parts, very specially put together by them. We have a fun table put together for it as well. More on that to come, but it'll be happening in the month of January. Other than that, yeah, that's it. I think that's about it. So, shall we... Well, there's no Peter today, so shall we, go blow up a warehouse?
Yeah.
It is open, my friends. Battles have yet to begin. Laughter will be heard in gales and floods, but if not, at least there will be blood. The sorrow and loss may abound. We'll do our best to hold this hallowed ground.
Hello everyone and welcome back. Last week on Chronicles of Nathriel, we started off with the Hand having a lovely little meeting with the mayor a centaur who's recently taken office and is said to not be in the pocket of any of the politicians or corporations. It was very brief, straightforward, and factual. They just were given information and they gave information, did a little trade-off, and at the end were basically told once you have acquired this Ultian figurine, you will bring him to the 3rd level and present him to the mayor, or whatever evidence you might have. They met up with the informant, or the person that they are going to be keeping up to date with all this information, in the morning time at a tavern called Charters. Deliver the first load of falsified documents implementing Carla, the right hand of Drick, the Bokenback, whatever his last name is, and set into motion their whole plan for where they'd like to start going. A little bit of a, what's the word for it? Change in direction was implemented once they met up with Moss McNinty and his crew, got some information about him, learnt a few things that they potentially didn't know beforehand, drew some more questions, some more suspicions about certain things as McNinty asked them to acquire either the death or really just the head of Natu. In turn, they are helping disseminate the information, plant the falsified documents where needed. They're also going to pay them 3,000? It was 3,000 gold, yeah. For blueprints from a warehouse, which they already planned on raiding and blowing up. The warehouse, they know of which, belongs to, or is paid, primarily by Tahiri, this crime syndicate leader of Zalem. Plans are being put into place. They're all heading back to the burrow. Well, their burrow. The burrow is actually another inn inside the place. I gave it a fun name. Let me in. Hop in, Ben. I'm ready for you. Phrasing.
Let me in.
Let me in. Let me in. Let me in. Good timing as well. 'Cause when we left them all, hey-oh.
I'm so ready for you.
Oh my.
There we go.
Whoop.
Oh, I
Go.
screwed it up.
Nah, it's okay. It's
Big
fine.
time.
It's life.
Gotta turn on your camera.
Why?
You just gotta
Oh,
turn
my
your camera
camera.
on. It's okay. It'll happen eventually.
And then it'll screw it up again.
Such is life.
How's you, Ben?
Oh, monumental waste of a day. Let me just say that.
Ooh.
The only saving grace was that we went and got Morgan's lizard. I was glad that was a part of the day. Otherwise, it would have been a total waste of time.
No.
PSA, before you go pick up a phone and it's like 50 miles away to your nearest shop, maybe do a credit check before you get there. Because even though I've been paying on this phone for
Ooh.
over a year, they were like, yeah, you only qualify for $100 of financing.
Oh,
So
okay,
this like phone you've been paying on, yeah, that doesn't matter. So I was like, ugh. So we're just trying to get a new phone in the household because Morgan's can't even make phone calls. And what kind of phone doesn't make phone calls? A bad one.
A bad one.
Yes.
All right, camera's on. Now that Logitech decided to
Oh.
load.
Oh, we have shifted. All right, someone talk about what's it called?
I am now the Lord Keeper.
You
So
are
let's
not the
talk
Lord.
about
now the
epic
Lord
minis.
I'm the
Or-
Lord Keeper.
Monolithic miniatures, as
Monolithic
you can see
miniatures.
in the chat. They got an Etsy, and you've got a wallet.
Hell
What a
yeah.
beautiful sentence.
A
They've got an
unification
Etsy
made
and
in
you've got a
heaven.
wallet. They also have, get this is probably, I think, my most favorite one of theirs, a pirate riding a zombie shark. I'm still looking for every excuse I can to implement a creature like that, just so we can have funsies with it. But we got to get you all out to sea again in order for that to happen. Thankfully, one of you made a backstory that requires you to go out to sea.
Which one of you? Who did it?
Yeah, and she
Who
regrets
did it? Who gave us the
She
water
regrets it because
episode?
she does not trust the water.
Everyone knows you need a good water episode in every piece of media ever.
You know, it's true. And a good, like, little mystery. Like a
Murder mystery.
murder mystery of sorts. Nice. There we go.
Perfect.
Almost.
Perfect.
I've got yours a little crooked. Let me just put that back in
Oh.
place. Hey, look at that. You all just saw some live action editing. Did you enjoy
Yes, some
Did
behind
you
the
guys
scenes
like seeing how
hot
the
action.
sausage is made? Gross,
Not
isn't
really.
It's
This-
I
gross.
don't like
The
sausage in the
sausages,
first
mate.
place.
that? Hey, you're not alone on that one.
All right.
I don't like sausage either.
Hey, one of
Okay.
my favorite
Sausage
channels
is
on
delicious.
YouTube is a
Give
guy
me a
making
brat
sausage out of
with some-
anything.
Anyway, back to it. Let's all shake that
Well.
off. Come on.
Back to it. We are hopping in where we left off, which is with the party in their two little groups. They're separated, heading back to their dens. Both of them are being followed. Let's approach and say hi to Altine and Big Tin first, because the two of you were traveling together.
I wasn't with all two?
You might have been with Altine? Wait,
Teffy was as well.
Oh, wait,
Teffy
no, no.
was talking to pirates with Schnauzboop.
Oh,
I
yeah,
did.
that's right.
I did do that.
Yeah.
Was I with Altian
I
and
think
Big
you
Tin?
were with Schnauzboop and Teffy as well.
Okay,
Altine
I
and
was
Big
with the
Tin went and
pirates.
talked to Dixa.
That's right.
They got the
Alright.
information and did a talkie-talkie with Dixa.
Is right.
Okay, do we both notice?
Your
That really-
passive perception is insanely high.
What about you, Big Ten? Do you notice?
Notice what? I don't know. I've got a 17 passive perception. Is that...
Oh, that's gotta
Yeah.
be good enough.
Yeah, you would have
That's
noticed
gotta
as
be
well.
good.
That's enough.
Pretty high.
These guys are
Yeah,
brutes. They're mercenaries. They're not good at
Yeah.
hiding that well.
Well, I'm just gonna not saying a word. I'm gonna kind of give you this head motion to follow me. We're gonna not let them track us back to our hideout. That's for sure.
I thought it was the gnomes.
No, we already dealt with them.
Oh, this is somebody else.
These are Drix men.
And what's our
This
status
is
with
your
Drixmen?
fault.
Drix men are basically, they're the hired law enforcers of the realm. Tangling with them would be ill-advisable. Losing them is more advised. Like, if you tangle with them, you're just going to draw more attention to yourself.
How about if we lost one of them? Or one of them got lost?
I'm going to look for a hatch to, because I know he doesn't climb very well,
I fall really well.
really well. I'm gonna
Like a
get
cat.
out of sight from them and look for like a manhole cover or some sort of a drain hatch that's big enough for Big Ten, and we're gonna go the sewer way, if that's a possibility.
It's your town. Yeah. You can definitely find a place that's big enough.
At least to hide. Maybe
Actually,
not traverse through, but just to hide.
find one that's not big enough for me, but it's big enough
Why?
on the other side.
Oh. They can
Because
assist.
I learned a new skill, and if they don't think that I could have fit through it, they won't follow through it.
What do you mean you learned a new skill?
You know that thing that Snozboop does every now and then, where he's there, then he's there? I can do that now.
Prove it.
I misty step behind him.
Already in an alleyway, I'll save you the... Not in full public, that would be...
Mhm.
Whew.
Yeah.
Okay, I just nod my head, and I find a manhole cover that's just big enough for me.
All right. I will ask then Altian, you heading up the look-see for it. You're familiar with the area, so you're already going to have advantage. But give me an investigation check then to find a manhole. It's more going to determine how long it takes timing.
28, 17 on the day.
Yeah, it doesn't take too long. You're like 2 alleyways around. One that's going to be a bit more of a challenge. You know a spot where BT can't even fit into the alleyway, but will get a good line sight into the hole. So when you hop in, BT, you can see a spot where you can just Misty Step to, and it's big enough on the other side.
Okay.
You little dust particles appear around you, bring it around again.
Close it and wait and listen.
Muffled voices come from the other side. Hang on, didn't they come down here? What, you check down there? No. That big thing couldn't fit down there. Yeah, I'm gonna get on the roofs. Alright, I'll go around this alley. Here's some scuttling sounds. Crash of a clay shingle.
Okay.
But
I'm gonna
wouldn't be
walk
clay
the talkie.
shingles. You're inside the slums. A loose piece of sand.
Concrete.
Stone. Yeah, concrete. It's reasonable.
Granite.
Yeah.
It's granite.
Well, we're taking this town for granted.
Granite. Boo.
Yeah, I'm gonna need an exact breakdown of what that rock was.
No. You're
It's
not there.
broke.
A chemical
I'm gonna-
breakdown.
Sand, clay.
Egg yolk.
I'm going to walkie-talkie to Snozboop, probably. And I'm going to say... Did I switch this over?
If you haven't noticed yet, you're already being followed. Try not to go back to the hideout.
Alright. Roll percentile.
I shall roll percentile.
Ah, I wanted to roll.
45.
45. Okay, good. It's under 60. It's a little popping at first. But was that 5%?
No, that was a 65.
Okay. I thought I saw 2 zeros in the other one. But you do all hear pop in with a small little haziness to it. You're just barely within range. Whatever Altian said. And it can't be directed at one person, it can be.
Oh no, I meant the other, not the communicators, the walkie-talkie, the message. Thing
Oh, that! The one that has charges. Okay, right.
because that's a
Sending
greater
stuff?
distance, and I don't know how far away they are. So
Who's the one with the other one? It is Schnoz, isn't it?
I think it's Snozboop, and there's one more. Somebody else has it.
Oh, yeah. It's either Teffi
Not
or
me.
Zara.
The sending stones. Why did I say talkies? Sending stones.
Sending stones. So yeah, that's one charge on the sending stone, and Schnozboop would get that. And you would hear back, "Oh, good buddy! Yes, we just noticed."
Would that be counted as casting a spell?
No, that's counting as using an artifact or using an item.
Oh well. I gotta try.
Yeah, good question. 10-4, we'll keep an eye out. And then you hear crackling Schnozboop say, "Friends with me, we are being followed." Well, we will cut over to Zora and Teffi as Ultian and Big Tim use the sewers to go back. Zora and Teffi, you're coming through, walking back. A little bit more of a it's getting closer to the dead zone of the slummy areas, or the dredges, that's what we're calling them, of the dredges. So the population of people are dwindling down, but as soon as Schnozboop says we are being followed, it's very clear there are 3 figures who are very cleanly and very obviously following you.
Damn, I
Taffy
wish we had some
will
dirty followers.
No, these guys
Taffy
are too
will
clean.
say through the talkies, what do we think is the move? Should we engage and either see what they want or fight them off? Or should we just lose them?
I say we offer them a nice good berry in this trying time.
Maybe
Not
we
I
could
haven't-
make some friends. They're saying this through the
I want the
walkie.
team. I want Murray to continue doing this impression. So if you guys could guide it into a situation where he is only talking for a while, that would be great, please.
No.
Just kidding.
Schnozboop, what is your philosophy on good berries?
Oh, they. I like being consistent.
Good berries are nothing but consistent.
Not like prune juice.
Tends to be a bit more regular.
Anyway, so you can't. And
Um,
Altian, you can hear what they're
Spookies.
saying. They're talking it over the walkies, and you're just within range.
Try
That
my
means
best
we
to
continue
ignore it.
too.
Mhm.
we could attack, or we could. I don't know. Can we see if these things are carrying knives, or
Yeah, without being
like are they
obvious
menacingly coming towards us?
without being obvious about
Please
it,
don't
Taffy would
attack,
like
please.
to either perception or insight to see to get a description of who these followers are.
Okay, give me a perception or insight, and tell me which one you're rolling.
Okie dokie. I'm gonna go with insight, I think.
Okay. Cool.
13.
13.
Uh-oh.
They're not really okay. So they're definitely weapons on them. They have weaponry. Zora, you would be able to tell as well, but just by looking at them with your passive perception, that they are armed. They kind of look like the mercenary corps that you saw walking around whenever you went to their hub area. So they're likely involved in that, potentially. They are following you. Teffy, you would sense they're not following you in a malicious way. They're more following you in a they're following you. They're gathering information, like whatever people would follow and watch. They're keeping a good eye on you.
What do they look like?
They look like people.
Okay.
Are
They're
they
not like bug
the
people?
little like gnome halfling types
No,
from the
no.
Mossfellow?
These are not gnome halfling types from the Moss Fellows. You would get the sense that the McNinties would be a lot more efficient at this. They would actually be out of sight. If one of them's following you, you wouldn't know. These guys, though, are very plainly in sight.
So they're sending a message. They're watching us. Maybe? That's my guess. I say out loud.
Okay, so who has the other sending stone? Teffy doesn't, so it must be Zara, right?
Yes. I have one.
Nice.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool,
Yeah.
cool, cool. So Well, if Altian can hear us, if we're within... Has Altian said anything through the talkies yet, since he can hear us?
I did say, please don't attack them. Like, please don't.
Okay. Okay, cool,
Yeah,
cool,
I
cool.
figured they're just gathering intel.
So then Teffy's going to use the talkies, and she's going to say, alright, so I won't attack them. I assume you're hidden, because you're probably the ones that they're after. Should we go have a chat? See if we can see what they're trying to find out?
I don't know how I feel about a chat.
Just
Maybe we could yell from afar, "Be you friend or foe?" and see what they do.
Just lose them or go somewhere else. Don't go back to a hideout. For the love of God. The gods, please. Don't attack anyone.
Now, can they hear what was just said through the sending stone at all? It's not like a speakerphone type concept, is it?
No, it's like an earbud inside your ear.
Like only you can hear it if you're
Only
holding
you
it?
can hear it, yeah.
Okay, good.
Okay.
Because
So
we're
it's
going
about
to.
it's about midday at this point, right?
Yeah, it's about midday.
Mid-morning, midday? Perfect. So Teffy is going to kind of take charge of this little trio, very clearly walking somewhere with intent and purpose. She is going to go back to that churro vendor, Jimbo,
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
and
boy.
that's where we're going to hang out for a little while.
Jimbo.
Yeah.
Jimbo the himbo?
No,
Is he a himbo?
hang on, what's the exact definition of that word?
Pretty, nice, stupid.
An
Also
attractive
strong.
but
Pretty nice
unintelligent person. Okay, you know what? Yeah, he's a himbo.
There
Yes.
we
Yeah,
Jimbo
Jimbo the
the
himbo.
Jimbo the himbo
You
is a
you get
churro
up,
vendor.
and naturally, with him being a himbo, there's quite a line, and it's all people who kind of got that eyesight of swooning over him a little bit, and he's just serving people up with a smile, and you're realizing, Teffy, the churros, he's forgetting to sugar them. He's completely forgotten to sugar them after frying them up, but no one's saying anything because he's just so attractive. They're just buying it just to have the presents with him.
Can't tell Jimbo no?
Can't tell Jimbo no, apparently. Well, what do you do? Do you hop in line or do you cut?
Oh,
Ooh,
I
cutting's
stand
an
in the
option?
queue. We're wasting the stalker's time.
Okay,
We're
so you're standing in the queue. Okay.
Are we letting others ahead in front of us? Saying, no, you can go ahead.
No, we respect the proper methods of
Okay.
queuing.
Alright, we will wait our proper place in line.
Okay.
Like
Waiting
good
proper
folk.
place in line. A good, let's call it 40 minutes pass. By this point, Altian and Bigton would have arrived back on location. You get up to Jimbo and he, hey Teffy, how you doing? Welcome back. Do you want some churros?
Well, yeah, why else would we be in the queue? I've got some friends with me, and, I couldn't stop talking about it. We had such a lovely exchange the other day that I just felt the need to draw you back, to come back and bring my friends with. So this is Zara, this is Snoz. Churros for us all, please, of the cinnamon sugar variety.
Okay,
I mean,
absolutely.
To where poor Jimbo can't hear, hopefully. I say, are we really ordering the sugarless churros?
And Teffy's going to use the talkies to say, that's why I specified the cinnamon sugar kind. Just as a gentle reminder.
We'll hope our poor soul Jimbo does what he says.
Pulls them out, puts them all inside an individual little wrapping, and hands them to you. Sugar and cinnamon less.
I knew it.
Okay. Let's consider for a moment.
Do we
What's a
destroy
polite
the
way
tavern?
to say, please flavor this fried dough? Okay. Teffy's going to do one of the things that I hate most in this world, which is the Hugh Grant sort of bumbling, kerfuffling politeness. And she's going to say, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I do you mind just sprinkling these with this cinnamon sugar?"
Oh,
Poor Jimbo.
that's what this is for. I forgot.
Yeah, that's what it's for. It tends to make things. I mean, you don't really need help with it. Your business is booming, but it tends to keep people coming back.
I thought it was just something for me to eat on the side, so I've just been chowing down. I think
don't
I've got
blame
some
you. That
left.
sounds like a delight. All right, perfect. And how much do we owe you for it?
Oh, it's just a copper each.
Okay, Teffy. Does Teffy have any copper?
Each
She had-
churro?
Yeah, each churro.
How many
Oh, wow,
coppers
what a
is it
deal.
to a silver?
10
Is it
copper to
10?
a silver. Yeah.
Okay, Teffy's just gonna give him a silver because she doesn't have any copper coins. She's just gonna give him a
It's
silver.
because you always just
Um,
give someone a silver instead of getting any change back.
I have some copper. I could be the copper supplier.
We'll renegotiate later down the line, but I dragged you guys here,
Are we
so
gonna
I
eat
will
10
cover
churros?
the churros. We can if we're not cowards about it, Zara. So
I-
she gives him a silver.
Oh, you want 7 more? Okay, yeah, I'll fry up 7 more. He starts frying up 7 more.
Cool.
Oh boy. This
We're
is
just
churro
taking our
madness.
sweet time.
And the
Oh.
3 are still there. They're hanging out.
Cool. Cool.
I'm
Are they
strangely
queuing for
no
churros?
longer hungry for
know.
churros.
No longer hungry for churros.
They're not.
They are not
Is that odd
queuing up.
behavior in this courtyard zone or wherever we are?
You've been around long enough, and you've been standing around long enough as well, that you'll notice that whenever someone does see them, they give them a wide berth. As if they kind of recognize who these people are, and they just don't want to mess with them.
Okay. Interesting. Okay. So I gather the ridiculous amount of churros now. I stick them into like my satchel or something. Except for the 3 that we're currently eating. And
3 of those are cream
Which is-
filled. They're extra, but I like you guys, so.
oh, thank you, Jimbo.
Cream
That's
filled
very
churros.
lovely.
Stashed away.
I'm sure we'll be seeing you around, but for now we're gonna step out the queue and let the rest of your customers have a turn.
Okay. Hey, it was real good seeing you and meeting you too. Thanks for coming by. Come by Jimbo's stand of churros later on again.
Okay.
This,
Teffy
this
gives
boy
a little belly.
specializes in churros?
He specializes in nothing but churros.
Oh no, Jimbo. Oh no.
As soon
Oh,
as you
Jimbo.
step away from the line, you hear him say, "Oh, Mrs. Humphrey, it's your 3rd time here again today. Good to see you. How's your lunch been?"
I wonder if she ever got her sugar.
She certainly
She's
wants
fighting
it.
for it. Yeah.
She wants his churro.
She wants his cream filled churro.
That's how you get
glorifying.
abs.
That's how
So
you get
Teffy's just
ants.
going to
That's how you get
Yeah.
it.
just gonna step out of the queue,
Phenomenal. That was phenomenal.
eat the churro, and just kind of, take her sweet time, not knowing how to proceed with these stalkers because obviously we don't want to lead them back to the hideout.
Maybe we leave a trail of churros that is actually leading away from where we're going. And then, at the end of the churro trail, we run away, never to be seen.
Zara, do you really expect me to litter? Have you not been paying attention to a single thing I've said and done?
Is littering really the only problem you have with that?
Yes.
Well,
Yeah,
you
I
won't be
think it
littering.
would be a waste of churros.
Oh, well, it's your opinion. It's not a spoop, and I respect that.
Maybe we should split up.
I feel like that might be a bit unwise, considering we're already split in two with the other ones who knows where.
Aren't there 3 of them following us? They
There
can
are
split
3 of
up.
them, yeah. Oh, they can.
And then we'll be lost and abandoned on our own.
And no one else beside you. Well, we're gonna need to lose them some way. They're just hanging out.
Well, I know how I can get away. I mean, that's pretty easy for me.
We should go to a
But-
store, get some fake clothes, put them on, do a mock disguise, and walk out as different people.
Okay.
I feel like that would be a Peter idea.
I feel like as long as we walk into a clothing store, that way they're not suspecting different people coming out, just different clothes. So as they're watching, we can slink out, disguise it.
I have a
I have
disguise,
disguise
kit.
kit.
Oh,
We both have disguise kits, yes. So we can. Jinx, you owe me a soda. So we can. I think that idea will work.
and Taffy, you have those potion thingies you can drink. They change your looks sometimes.
They do. Hold on. Wait. What?
Some of them do.
Concoctions. I forgot I have one that makes me invisible. Bloody hell.
Holy
okay.
crap, you do. That's right.
You have an invisibility potion,
I guess.
and we're wondering how we're gonna
Just
disguise you.
laying about. Just
Just
laying
lying
about.
about it in her inventory.
Okay, so we're
Yeah,
gonna have
there's
a
a lot
heavily
of things
disguised
laying about in
Schnozgroup, a
Teffy's
changed
inventory.
Zara, and an invisible Teffy. I think we can do this.
Yeah, probably.
I think we got this down. We'll have
Okay.
to work hard on Schnozboop, though. Personality tends to reveal him.
Yeah, true.
Give
All
Matey
right.
Boy some stilts and a long cloak.
He's the only one who wants to make friends with everybody.
It's true.
Once they just have to follow the trail of friendship, and they'll find us.
I
Or at least
believe in
you shall.
friendship. All right, so you find a clothing store, kind of like one of those second-hand stores. You're not too sure whether or not there was a dead body in some of these clothes kind of store.
Ah.
There are some clothes. We'll say,
Authentic battle damage.
well, like
Take psychic damage by wearing it.
found on the side of the road and pilfered.
Hmm.
So probably actually a couple of stab wounds and a few maybe. It's that kind of city.
Pre-seasoned.
Pre-series. Sure, that's a way of putting it. Right. How much money are you willing on spending on getting Schnozboop a makeshift disguise for clothes?
I've got 5 gold on it.
Does this shop happen to have
I
stilts?
got 5 on it. That's a lot of money.
Five on it.
Yeah, that should pretty much
for
cover
5
whatever we
gold,
need.
they will fashion some stilts for you. They'll take like a little crate and put some clothes, some like leather twine around
Oh, that's amazing.
some of these things and put it around his boot and fit it very quickly. They'll just be like, "Oh, it's just for you to albeit from outside. You know, it will be one of the gold pieces. It's just for the time put together." It took like 10 minutes for them to put it together. It's real riggedy, but hey, it works.
Okay, and is there a long, thick cloak?
Yes.
Like a floor length, but like if I were wearing it, floor length.
Yeah, there is. It's real
Okay.
torn and tattered at the bottom. Clearly worn. Maybe had a couple previous owners.
We like Warren. More
Okay, cool.
disguisey.
It's
So
more
it'll
authentic.
blend in then.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So, Zara put 5 on it, whatever the difference is, Teffy will cover. And then Snoz is wearing a tall boy disguise.
Tall boy.
Oh boy. All right,
Got a full 40 ounces of Schnozboop.
Zara,
Wait,
give
that's
me.
the measurement of something?
No, it is now apparently. Zara, give
Not like
me
a 40, like a tall boy.
Hey, that's wow! I didn't get an alcoholic reference.
Yeah. Yeah.
Shock and disbelief. Zora, I need a disguise roll from you, so that's going to be a d20 plus your dex modifier and proficiency.
Dex and proficiency.
Mm-hmm.
Is that two separate rolls? Or one
No,
roll?
it's one roll, but you're adding those two modifiers to it. Disguise kit,
Oh,
you're
okay.
proficient with them. And you could do it at advantage because you got Taffy helping and Schnorzboop would be helping as well.
Right. Good thing we did that at advantage. So we have that plus 7. Plus, what was the other one besides Dex?
Your proficiency, which is right next to your health box. Ooh, what is this one?
I have another thing open. Plus 3. Oh, nice. Okay, so 22.
22. Okay, real good. All right. Schnorzboop is
thanks.
looking different and disguised. He's ready to go. Zora, Taffy.
Taffy drinks her invisibility concoction.
I will grab something haggard looking.
Okay.
Like, and I will become a. Is there like human-sized troll-looking people, or would that be more of an orc?
That would be more orc for this region.
Okay. All right. We'll. How much would like a haggard?
You paid
cloak?
5 gold. You've paid enough.
Okay, I can
Yeah.
grab something. So we'll do that. Change into it. Try and find maybe like a bathroom or something, or
Crawl out the window.
somewhere that's on the way out the door, but not quite out yet.
Okay. Easy
Yeah,
enough to
and
do.
Taffy also steps into a stall before she drinks her potion.
Perfect. They're like these changing rooms that you can go into on the side and kind of vanish from. Schnorzboop
changing.
says, I'm gonna leave before you all. That way we're leaving separate and not 3 people at a time. I know Taffy will be invisible, but, better, I'll meet you around the back end.
All right.
It does that.
Wait, when he says the back end, before he actually steps off, Taffy says, do you mean like out back behind the shop, or back at the placey place?
Behind the shop, I meant, but we're close to the placey place, so let's just go to the placey place.
Okay,
Placey
cool.
place it is.
Taffy nods and then like draws the curtain on her changing room.
Okay. Then you pop that cork on this small vial that was given to you. You've got your sample and the recipe for it, so drinking it's not going to be a problem, just more utilizing it. Now, when you look inside, it still looks like there's no liquid actually in there, but it's got that feeling and that motion that there is. You tip it over and it feels like nothing is going into your mouth, and then you instinctively swallow and it tastes like a goop, like a tasteless goop. Like there's that feeling and that it almost crosses the realm of, are you feeling the sensation of this liquid or are you tasting the sensation of this liquid?
So it's thick water. Got it.
Thick water you can't see.
Thick water exists. They use it in like nursing homes and stuff.
Yes, but it's not that kind. It's like you're
Gross.
drinking Jello.
Gross either way.
Mm-hmm. Gross either way. Like, afterwards, your hands start to blotch out of existence. And at first your clothes don't seem to do it, but the properties and the arcane aspects put in between the potions as well start to absorb your clothes into it. And this, when you look at it, it's not more of a clean separation. It's like you're a mirage that is invisible to sight.
Very cool.
Nice.
Teffy will. Is the door to the shop open?
There's enough people milling about still that you can time it to where when someone leaves, you can squeeze out with them.
Okay, cool. Teffy will wait for it like a gust to kind of blow the curtain, if you will, and then she'll step out from her changing room, and then she will wait and conveniently sneak through the door when someone else is either entering or exiting.
Okay, wonderful. Right. For these ones, for that one in particular, you're level 5, right?
Perhaps.
Okay.
Yes.
I need you to roll percentile dice.
I never get to roll these. How fun.
Yeah.
32.
32. Okay. Good to know. Right. Zora steps out looking very different. Makes their way out as well. And Zora, when you leave, being the last one, you can see that all 3 of the people are still waiting outside, looking at the doorway, and they don't pay any attention to you. You walk around and leave, and they're still looking at the doorway.
I'll grunt something in Orcish under my breath to further authenticate and make my way back.
Okay,
So that way, if they're listening, I don't know.
sounds good. It sounds like an orc as well, because changeling.
I am one.
Everything. You are an orc right now. You eventually all make it back, though, and Altian and Big Tin, they are 3 hours late when they arrive. Schnozboop comes down first, not looking like Schnozboop. The rest of the Altian Knights who are awake, training and doing their thing around, they look over and immediately start brandishing weapons before he says, "Oh, friends, relax, it's just me." He starts taking the disguise off, removes the cloak, reveals the stilts he's been walking on.
What took you all so long?
You
Have
can't
you-
rush art, friend.
I hope
Says an orc.
Teffy is still invisible when she chimes in and she says, "We were being followed. We went for a churro, and then we got changed."
Says Teffy's voice from nowhere because she is still invisible. She will be for another 40 minutes.
40?
It lasts for an hour.
Mifsut told me a
lovely.
few minutes. I was
Mifsut
expecting like
lied.
10 at most. Duly bloody noted.
He didn't fully understand what he made either.
So I assume you lost your tail?
Oh yeah, when we exited they were all still staring at the door.
Let's hope you're right. We have not a lot of time, not a lot to plan for. Let's get to work.
I will unbecome the orc, as I don't want to be an orc forever.
You like shiver off.
No more orc.
Shake it off, shake it off. Teffy, while the time frame of waiting for people to gather up for the event for the night, you do eventually start to become visible. But it's only your left hand first. And then it's your right shoulder. It's pieces and blotches of Teffy start to become visible again. With the 33 and a body alteration concoction, you did stave off a permanent effect.
Oh.
However, the 33 was close enough to having a permanent effect that it lasted longer than it should have.
Well, Taffy was lied to about how long it lasts anyway, so I don't think she knew that.
In another universe, she would have been the invisible.
Invisible.
Miss Invisible at all times.
Like
Invisible
coating
Taffy.
myself in assorted powders and paints every single day.
Exactly. White paints and stuff on your face as you throw on a jacket. And...
Throw on
That
some
would be
sunglasses.
For a
Alfred and I would
concoction.
have conditions.
The for player knowledge wise, Mifsit created that concoction with ingredients that even he didn't have the capability of doing yet. When you do that, it's a higher DC roll, more difficult to actually do. So he misjudged how long that was going to be, but also, yeah, definitely just said the wrong thing. Like a couple of minutes, no, add a 0 at the end of it, and then you got a little bit more accurate. With concoctions like that as well, if it did leave a permanent effect, it would be more like just her left kneecap is left invisible, or just her right shoulder is left invisible, just a portion.
Interesting. I thought that the permanent effects wouldn't take place unless I like overdid it with the concoctions, like multiple in a day.
You just drank a concoction of a CR10 creature. So you did just drink a concoction outside of your limits.
Okay.
That's what prompted the roll.
Good to know.
Yeah.
Quite potent.
But that's one of the first times we've actually really explored Gene Warrior concoctions actually getting consumed. Some wonderful
Yay.
mechanics behind it.
All right, let's start planning this raid / explosion. Very quickly, DM, there wasn't like a... I mean, there is a timeline in the sense that we have to get this done as quickly as possible. But, like, did Moss have a particular time he wanted it done?
Not really. I mean, he didn't give you a timeline.
And this is day what? Day 4 or day 5?
I think this is day 5. So you've got 7 solas, so 7 days and 7 nights after this night, before you want everything said and done, or before the optimal time frame. That, however, the general would be informing you, because he would have put all together like possible train of events, chain of events. That's the actual phrase of term I'm looking for. Term of phrase. Good grief. The chain of events that would go down for it would likely speed some time frames up, because what you're doing and what you've put into place is most likely going to start a turf war, which means the corporate CEOs are probably going to arrive inside their manufacturing hive earlier.
We won't do it tonight.
It will also, from the Ultianite side, doing this will also put everything into place in a much more time frame. If you wait out the turf war a little bit, it will weaken all sides. So doing it sooner gives you more time for sides to be weakened, with the turf war possibly happening. But if it also doesn't happen, you would want to go and possibly maybe either make sure the turf war happens or don't make sure it happens. In other words, planning further on for the general and for the Ultianites kind of hinges on what happens with the warehouse for them, unless you have something planned or some thoughts for that as the hand.
Okay, so this is both in character and player. What do we know about this warehouse? Just all the stuff Moss told us about it, like the location at least, and like blah blah blah, you know?
Yes, so that's a good question, and something that that you asked the general to get you a general layout. For this location, there are 6 main large warehouses, all of which are built to the top. So from the ground all the way to the next tier, and they are built against the exterior wall. On the outside, for these 6 warehouses, there are these very large portions of the wall that have been knocked out and formed to be very large doors. Whatever they're making is being stored in those warehouses. In the center of those three is a small lab where large rumblings were heard throughout the entire day and felt by his baby girl, as he calls her repeatedly, his giant worm. I'm forgetting the exact name of them. But
Shahalood?
it's basically
Nathriel?
yeah. Nathriel, thank you. I want to use my terminology for it, but yes, it absolutely was inspired from Dune.
The Great Maker?
The Great Maker. That location is where you're most likely to find the blueprints. It's where they house all their experiments and what they're creating.
Okay. And this is the plan. We're gonna have the night crew, the Altia Knights, as you guys like to call them, scope out this warehouse and get a bird's eye view of it. And we need to make some explosives, me and Teffy. I also, oh yeah, I forgot. Was the general, once you're done coughing? Goodness, it's a big one, folks.
Live, goddamn you.
Live.
It all went down the wrong tube.
Oh no.
Divert to other stuff.
Okay. Other stuff before we get back to it.
Other stuff. If you're stalling, Teffy has a question. Well, Tangerine has a question. So what is the actual name of your hideout? I feel like Altian's the kind of guy who would have named his hideout.
It was just a workshop. But my workshop was that first building that we were in when we went up, and this is all their hideout. I just called it the workshop.
Okay. What would Francis, you knew him best, what would Francis have named the secret hideout?
No idea. That's a good question for the DM, I feel.
The one who's currently choking.
Uh-huh. So we'll ask him later.
Okay, cool.
Don't die. Don't die, Murray, please. What
really
else
trying.
have we heard, John? Any other questions, guys?
Infinite questions. Infinite
Keep them coming.
questions.
Take it away.
Okay,
Get
wonderful.
Are these warehouses insured?
Yes.
positive.
Very
I mean,
important question.
Insured in the same way that the mob insures everything. You know what I'm saying? Like the mob has insurance on their things. That's so that they can burn them down for the money if they feel like it. You know what I mean?
Oh.
Because they're
Not
just
really.
organized
I
crime.
evidently have fewer mob connections than you do, but that's good to know. Thank
Are
you
you
for
telling me
sharing.
never watched Sopranos?
Yeah. Yeah, in
Goodfellas?
fact, in university, one of my professors brought up Tony Soprano one time.
It's in The Departed.
And I didn't know who that was, but from what the professor was describing, I put up my hand and I genuinely asked, was he some kind of war criminal?
Nope, he's just a gangster.
You are a questionable human being at times, Tangerine.
Thank you.
That's delightful.
Look at this.
All right, I am
dipper.
done choking on my coffee and dying slowly but surely. Thank you,
back.
everyone.
Dipper hopes you get better.
Thank you. Whew, boy. Answering the question, the den is just called the den. That's what they've been calling it, the den. So
The
go back
den.
to the den, all that kind of stuff. Oh boy.
Arrows, return to the quiver.
What was the other question? I started choking right before you asked it. Apologies. Oof.
Oh yeah.
You're okay.
Thank you.
I think I remember very vaguely that the general was like you said he did. He checked out underneath to like get the layout of it and everything and kind of get like a body count.
Oh, yes. Right. Couple of points. Because he said a few things that made me realize some stuff as well. All the swallowed air while choking is now coming back. Whew. Oh, that was a bad one, folks.
Yeah.
Right, so
It was like a solid minute.
each warehouse has potentially multiple floors. There are windows for each tier floor location, and he knew that there are at least 6 people on each floor. He could feel 6 people inside each building. There is a thing inside locations like this called crow's nests. Like, you usually find them inside sailing ships up at the top. These crow's nests, though, are these heavily fortified and armored nests up in the corners on the inside of buildings with musketmen stationed in them. Firing up at them is difficult to do. What they're standing in, stationed in, is purely armored. And they have a good sight. Wherever they're located, it's always for a good sight look on the entire map, or the entire whatever they're looking at. So he can't tell you how many there are inside each one. He would suspect maybe at least 2 inside each building in the most sensitive areas. So 8 people, each building, each floor. Plan on that at least.
Okay. Then we're going to brainstorm ideas for the distraction party in order to get as many people out as possible.
Seems like a good plan.
Do you guys have any ideas?
Teffy has a question. Well, no, Tangerine. The human person, has a question. What happens if I throw a concoction that has a specific effect? It just makes a splat, or
Just
does
makes
it
a splat.
release?
Just makes a splat.
Rats.
It's not going to release anything. These things have to be ingested.
Okay, cool.
And people who are not trained to
Never
use
mind.
them, it does nothing to them.
So I could give anyone else one of these potions and it wouldn't do anything?
It would taste like a gross concoction of weird things. Your body's been conditioned to handle these things. It's part of the training to be a gene warrior. It's conditioning your body to
Interesting.
actually be affected by them.
Cool.
At later levels, I do believe I implemented a way for you to create lesser concoctions that you can give to other people for them to be affected by it. But at these start levels, the concoctions you create, only you can be affected by. It's a little bit less... It's a little bit more merciful than the brewmasters over in Quayla. You drink one of their concoctions and you get some kind of condition put on you. Like either sickened, shaken, that kind of stuff. Those ones are brutal. But those ones also shift you into the creature, as opposed to give you an aspect of the creature.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
And they're
Are
odd
they
And these
pieces.
are
in
from
business?
Quayla, you said?
Yeah, they're from Quayla.
Okay.
The potion brewers subclass in Artificers was not interesting enough. It's boring, people. It's so boring. Artificers, I love that class, but that subclass. Come on, spice it up more. Make it more interesting. Bless you.
Yes.
Thank you.
The dead condition. It's possible.
Well, yeah.
Brainstorming.
Any ideas? That's for everyone. Any ideas at all?
On how to make a distraction?
I know that is my
A
character's
serious-
job, but I'm opening it up for
A series of claymores, claymores, but instead of actual explosives inside, it's like confetti and party balloons that self-inflate. And it makes like funny noises, because they'll walk out the door, they'll see that, oh shit, there's a bomb, and they'll be very careful about it, and they'll devote their time and resources to it. But then it's just going to be really loud, and it's going to make like a puff of distraction.
So your idea to distract the people and get them away from the buildings is to trap them in the building because they're scared of a bomb, and to divert resources to the buildings to disarm this bomb.
They'll have to exit in a specific way to get away from what they believe is a bomb. I don't know about you, but in the places I've worked before, if there's a bomb there, we're not going to be trapped in. We're all going to have to evacuate out the other doors.
You must come from a really nice place.
I could create a fog cloud we can escape to after. Pretty big.
Shorty just chugs on your sleeve, Taffy.
Yeah, so there's only one entrance and exit to these buildings.
Well, that's certainly a fire hazard.
It's the slums. They don't care about us. Lives are replaceable.
But I do like the idea, because we only need to get into one of the buildings. Maybe two. What if we trap the other ones? No help. No one to come to aid. We'll have to deal with the watchtowers, but that's a whole other thing.
We're open to collateral damage, right?
Well, of course.
Huh.
Oh, collateral.
I could always, throw a fireball or two through the front door of some of the warehouses.
But we'd start a fire in the lower level.
We could work on putting together some very highly volatile substances too that we could sneak in or around the front entrances, like burn the front. Get them on fire. I'm sure the other it will attract a lot of attention. They'll still be around the same area, but if we do it on the northern end, points in the map, and then it should draw attention towards the northern end, so you can slip in to the southern ones. But
Does the
I like
worm
that.
make holes?
The general can't be seen, Big Tim.
she does
They
make
put-
holes,
Or the worm.
but it would be a little obvious if the buildings just fell into a hole.
Oh, okay.
Unless you can find a way to justify its happening by other means. Something sinkholes down, it's very clear worm sign for most people.
What's the structural integrity of the watchtowers?
Usually fairly secure, stuck in. It's the watchtowers there secure themselves. The walls around it, though, it's mostly sandstone around here. Barrage the walls around enough, and they'll fall out.
Do you all think we could do it tonight? Or should we wait? I can make enough compound 4 to topple the watchtowers.
Can I switch spells over a short rest? Or is that like a long rest only thing?
There's still enough time that you can all take a long rest before anything happens tonight.
Can I ask, do we need people to physically not be in the warehouse? Or do we just need people to not try to stop us with the warehouse?
We we're trying to slip in and get the documents and plant our own documents.
So we could gas the warehouses, knock everyone out, and then just do what we need to.
Could you make something that strong?
Well, I mean, yes, we could make something that strong, but we could not make enough in this short time frame to aerosol the entire location, or even one of the buildings. That would be a big endeavor.
What about just one of the floors?
How long would it take us to make something like that?
A few days, or a few solars, is what he would say. To make enough to maybe do this one. He points at the research lab. And just one room.
It's not a viable option.
What if we don't care if the people die?
Yeah, I'm not
This is like a
factoring
table
that as in their lives surviving. I'm not factoring that in. I'm just factoring the square space and the fact that these places are not airtight. They're fairly open.
Well, if we can get hold of enough caustic material and ammonia. I'm letting it
set into the DM's brain what I just
How
suggested.
deep can the worms go?
Extremely deep.
What if?
Let's make a volcano.
No.
Yeah, that would be fun.
No. I'm not sacrificing my deer for that. No. I'm not putting her in danger to get lava flow from underneath to go up. No. That is far too dangerous. No. You want to do something like that, you find your own one.
Quick question for the DM.
Mm-hmm.
Could we get enough of a quantity of caustic chemicals and ammonia to get a room? Is it? No, I assume you.
So to encourage the
already
party
thinking
not
of
to
that.
do a war crime, what in IRL life actually is a war crime, doing something like that.
There's no Geneva.
No Geneva
For-
Convention.
for-
No
for
Geneva
the gas
Convention.
you're mentioning,
God
yes,
damn
there is.
God damn.
You cannot chlorine. No. So
Real
that-
quick,
doing something like that would, I have to say no, mainly for multiple reasons. This is the manufacturing area, yes. However, most of them are going to be in deeper, different kinds of pockets. You don't have enough money to pay off people for something like that. It would take too much time. They would learn too quickly about it. The variables do not play into making a gas to do this. It's too much time to take. It's very elaborate. You got to get those big
No
old
chemical
canisters
warfare.
in place as well. Like, are you going to lug around these 50-gallon chemical things? And how are you going to get them into place to begin with?
I was
Is there
just
such a
thinking
thing as a
little
skunk
smoke
farmer?
bombs.
As a skunk
Yes.
farmer? Not in Grantina.
Yeah. What about a microwave?
No.
And some aluminum foil.
Oh, I was gonna
And
say
all
put
of
some
this
fish in the
silverware.
microwave and everyone will just leave.
You're in the dredges of Grantina. The place reeks.
That's true.
What's the longest we can teleport?
Whatever Misty Steps distance is.
30 feet.
That's your best. That's your
Do
best
we have
one you've
any
got.
other?
What we got?
What about the druids?
Or Mr. Keys.
or
Mr. Keys, yeah, he could do it.
Oh, okay.
This is what I was thinking.
I have this spell, Pass Without a Trace.
Oh, that will help us, because we will need that for sure. But this is what I'm thinking. We start a fire in a lower level. The distraction party starts a fire in the lower level of one or two buildings in the north end, on the opposite side of where we're supposed to be. We wait long enough to get as many people out of the buildings and on that side of the warehouse as possible. We go in, we get the documents, we plant our own, and then on our way out, I'm going to blow the watchtowers to make sure that there's nobody shooting on us on our way out of that place. You know what I mean?
To be clear, the
That's what I was
watchtowers are
thinking.
inside the buildings.
Wait, I thought you meant they're like on the corners.
No, they're inside the corners. So you know that corner, that right angle corner where you're looking on the outside, you're seeing that edge. Just on the inside of the location, watching into the building itself, are these little nests, these watchtower nests.
I'm not super concerned about getting in there because I'm not going to have everyone with me when we do that. I'm just going to have the sneakiest amongst us doing that because I don't need a giant robot cat and little Miss Clinky Armor over here. You know, I think me, Snozboop, and Zara can get it done.
I actually have a couple of questions for Murray. So I have a potion or a concoction that says it displaces. What exactly do you mean by displacement? Can I just like choose where I go? I'm thinking about it, I drink the potion, and then I'm there?
Like a displacer beast, it makes you appear like you're split into two different places. So basically, all that's going to do is give people who are attacking you disadvantage. It doesn't teleport you to places, it doesn't display you from one location to another location, it just displaces the vision of where you are.
Okay. What is the range on the Cloaker Beast Darkness?
It's centered on you, and I think it's 20 feet. Centered on you and 20 feet, and only you can see through it.
Interesting. A little bit too obvious, I think. But smart nevertheless. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Well, how do you guys feel about that? Or would you all prefer, or we could do this. I can blow the watchtowers at the same time as the fires are started. Wait until as many people are out of the other buildings as possible, trying to scramble to help or get out of there. And then we sneak our way in and grab it. Because if we do it that way, maybe all of us can go in, maybe all of us could get in there, and then we don't have to split us. How do you guys feel about that?
I like that idea.
Yeah.
That way we're together.
How did the night crew feel about it?
Night crew, Francis, Maxime. Oh, we're the distraction. We'll draw people up as much as we can. To be a distraction, we're going to be active too. We're going to keep the people occupied. If they feel like they're being attacked, they'll send more our way. Less people in the buildings too, possibly.
I'm going to make enough compound 4 to make sure that the watchtowers are not in for any of you. That being said, be safe. I'll have it ready by the time it's time. We'll have to individually put them in place. But it can be done.
Whatever you need to put in place, you just you can give it to Aprisha. I can turn her invisible for up to an hour, and she can go around and put them into the spots you point out.
I'm gonna hand them. How many? I have 2 pounds currently.
Currently, yeah.
I'm gonna hand her the 2 pounds that I already have made, that are separated into 4
Little chunks.
individual half-pound chunks, with 4 timers, and I'm going to explain how the timers work.
Okay. She has those. She explains she's gonna put them around the 4 watchtowers towards the northern end to make it look like they're truly tacking through there. When they go off, when I set them off, or when they go off, that will be your time from the southern end to infiltrate. Everyone will be looking north. They won't be looking your way at that point. So Zara, your spell for passing without being seen, you'll want to use it then, and move as a group.
All of us, we need to be quick. We need to be smart about this. Don't get yourself in a situation you cannot get out of. Any of you.
And don't get seen. Especially you, Altian. If you're going in with your true mask, don't be seen. It'd be better if Altian's seen in the northern end, nowhere else.
Yeah. I'll wear disguise.
Yeah. How do y'all feel about this? Zara, Teffy, and Big Tin? And Snozboop.
So the plan, as far as Teffy's concerned, Teffy just doesn't go. Teffy just stays here.
No. You're coming with. Yes. No.
Okay, cool.
Even if we went with like what my first idea was, you guys still would have been like right there on the sidelines, ready to help out if need be.
Cool. Then Teffy's on board.
Okay.
So real quick, this pass without a trace, it says you can't be detected except by magical means. Is that like an invisibility, or is that just
No.
like we're so silent that it's just
You are so silent that it's like having the boots of silence on at all times. Like,
okay.
people just can't hear you. You're not invisible. They can still see you. They can still perceive you with their eyes.
What if someone trips and falls? It's not gonna make a whole
It's
lot of noise, kind of thing.
Like, it's going to be muffled noises, like you're in a bit of a vacuum, or like they're behind walls, and your footsteps
Must have been the wind.
won't really be happening. Like, yeah, like, must have been the wind. And if people were trying to trace you through your footsteps, they wouldn't be able to trace your footsteps.
Oh,
You are
nice.
passing without a trace. You're not turning invisible.
Okay. We get ready. I guess, get some sleep, get ready.
Get some sleep,
Alright.
get ready. Get yourselves all
Take a
shitchmicated.
long nap.
No. Ready to infiltrate. And for the plan. So you can all hit that long rest button. You can reassign some spells if you'd like. What we're going to do is we're going to fast forward a little bit. Say the time's gone through, people have separated and done, well, started heading off to where your individual goals were. And at the point of separation, before hitting this western wall portion where these warehouses are, the Altia Knights will bid you all adieu as they head towards the northern end, and you all head towards the southern end. The frequency inside your little walkie things for a group between the Altia Knights, the Altia Knights and yourselves is still true, so that you can all tune into that one. But everything gets put in place. Hang on. Let me roll it for Apricia.
Don't screw me on this. Don't screw us on this.
She's got a plus 12 on her sneak. That was a 26. She's fine. She did really well.
Here's the boy. It's Time for a deploy.
Hey! And it was advantage because she's invisible. But everything is put in place. You're all in position and ready. You hear over the radio, "Hey, there's Sergeant. Look at that potato face. Aw, look at the wedge. He's so freaking cute."
Sorry,
Look at that doggo.
I had to step away for a moment. Is Big Ten expected to do anything?
Just chilling with the
run.
group, running and sneaking when the time comes. You're all in position in the southern gates, while the Ulti Knights are in the northern gates, ready to initiate their distraction, of which you will hear Francis through the walkies and saying, "Alright, we're in position. You all ready?"
In position. Everyone's ready. Everybody knows exactly what their job is, correct?
Cause a distraction. Get as many of them up here as possible. And you run in, get the blueprints. And whatever else you can.
See you on the other side.
See
And
you on
then
the other
turning to
side.
Sasbu, I'm going to say, in a whisper,
You have the documents at hand, yes?
I have the documents. 10-4, good buddy.
Everybody get ready.
It's a bit of a crisp time frame. Sun's been down for a while. Outside's freezing cold, and you're closer to the walls, so the central heat is not blistering anymore. There's a nice cool breeze coming from the warehouses that you can see. There are patrols walking around several watchtowers with at least 2 people inside, one looking out, one looking in. And despite the late night, that central research place still has lights pouring out of some of the windows that you can see are all very boarded up. The general sight through any of the windows of these places, it's mostly just board. You'd have to get closer to be able to look inside, and the warehouses don't have any windows at all. Just one lone door in the front, the floor level. The northern end, very suddenly, there are 4 explosions, one after another. As 4 of the watchtowers all ignite, shrapnel flying everywhere, a couple of screams. You can hear alarms start blaring inside the buildings. The people and the individuals on their patrols on the ground start running towards the northern ends, and everyone inside the watchtower starts looking north. Time to run. Zora, you doing your pass without a trace? This would be the time. You're muted.
That is now cast.
That is now cast. Okay, everyone, while you are running, some of the doors are opening up and some people from inside the buildings are starting to pour out as well.
What level spell was that?
Pass without trace, that's a good question, Zara.
2.
2?
Level 2.
It's always 2.
It's always 2.
Okay.
Well, low levels right now. I think the highest they can cast is 3 for some.
Yep, that's
Ooh, yeah.
fail. Okay.
That's a no.
2.
But it looks as though some of the buildings and some of the people inside of you are running out, all except for the research lab. The research lab is dormant. No one's running out of that front door, but I need every one of you to give me stealth checks.
Do I have to?
Yeah.
Can't
Oh,
I
you have a
just
plus
stay?
10 on that.
So do I.
Plus 10 on that stealth check.
Oh, I do.
Because of the pass without a trace.
Yeah. Everyone's got a plus 10 right now.
So, 26?
So,
Oh my.
yikes.
21.
Nice.
29,
Yes.
21 from Taffy. What did BT get?
28.
I'll roll for.
Oh yeah, roll for
Yeah. Somebody
Schnoz.
tell me his modifier.
What did you roll, Zora?
I rolled a 27. Oh, 26.
26.
So it was a plus.
26. Hang on, I'm getting over to Schnell's boobs. Character sheet.
Yeah, no worries.
Do 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 do. Do 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 do.
I turn off my running lights.
Do do.
Not very.
Jeez, he's
stealthy,
already got
that's true.
plus 8. So he's got plus 18. What did he roll?
He's got plus what? Plus
18.
8?
With the
To sneak?
to sneak. So it's plus 8, but with the pass
Man.
without a trace, it makes it plus 18.
Oh, do I also get another plus 10 to mine?
Yeah. If you have
Okay,
a
but
plus
it would
10.
have been a 39. It would have been
39.
a 39.
Okay.
Or my- he got a 30.
You got a
Because he rolled a
30.
12.
Pass without a trace,
you add-
everyone, is such a beautiful thing.
Yeah. Teffy, did you add that extra plus 10 to yours as well?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
no. Oh no.
Yeah, Teffy not very quiet. Teffy rolled the lowest though with a 21, and that's still really dang good. So I'm gonna do a thing here. I need to make sure this captures the right screen. Because I feel like those are all off. Faces -1. There we go. And whatever this one is needs to get muted. Nice. Excellent. Let's move you all to a map. I need to move that guy there. Because we're going to do a thing. Where's your banner? It's in here. Right. The new banner system. I need to figure out how it works. Alright, you should be able to see a few things, but fairly limited right now. We're not going to be doing anything just yet, because we're going to go on a break before this, but you all rolled really, really well, so you're going to get up to the building, and you're going to see what's inside, and you're all going to know that they do not see you.
Oh boy.
So I'll put you in that kind of fashion. Let's make sure the boop. Didn't want that to pop up. There we go.
This herringbone hardwood floor is far too nice for a warehouse.
This is not a warehouse. This is the research lab.
Okay, it's still far too nice for a laboratory.
That will be your opinion.
Hey, you know what kind
Good
of
to know.
chemicals you're gonna be pouring on that?
Maybe they just want nice things.
It also looks more like a reception area, not the actual lab area itself. But what you can see, this guy here is very heavily armored. He's got equipment still in hand. He looks maybe a little bit more alert, especially seeing as the alarms are going off right now. And 2 guards right here. They are more equipped than the ones that you're typically seeing. But we're gonna go on break before we roll initiative, but with them starting with the surprise round, because these guys have no idea they're coming in right now through the front door.
Yes.
We will see you all though in 15. Back soon.
Hello there. As a guest of the Owlbear Inn, you obviously have taste. Now, as a person of taste, have you ever thought to yourself, I need to watch an artist who also has taste, with a sense of classiness and intelligence, heightened by sitting in a leather armchair before a fireplace with shelves of books behind? Neither have I. Anyways, I happen to have an art channel called Michael How Arts here on Twitch if you want to check it out. There's drawing, chatting, and sometimes gaming. If you enjoy fantastic characters and comics, or just having someone to hang out with while doing art, you should give Michael How Arts a look-see. That's twitch.tv/Michael How Arts. And if you visit, maybe, just maybe, you'll occasionally have that artist sitting in front of a fireplace to give you a +1 for the richness and culture of your Twitch experience. Though I wouldn't count on that. But please, do stop on by. Thanks for your time, and have a wonderful day.
I'm Michael Howe, and I approve this message. Oh, you don't believe me? Well, I did this, and 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 this.
Hello, everybody.
Fine,
All campaign, all I wanted was to pass wisdom saving throws, and I never do.
Even with advantage?
I have advantage. I have plus. All my feats almost have all been going into that direction. No.
Oh, that's awesome.
Consent is always important. Agreed.
You're next.
Why am
totally
I
not dead.
so bad at this game? Jeez.
Might be genetics.
Attack first. Think never. Hey, folks.
You feel a definite pulse of magical energy as you shake his hand.
You just made a deal with the devil.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Roll a will save.
There's more up there? We have to... I fucking hate this level.
We could have been playing Valheim. Dog, dog, dog. Save me, save me. Where are you? Get in front of me. Get in front of me. Get in front of me.
I'm coming. I was marking the cave.
Dogs. How do I stand up? Ah! Get the dog. Help.
Hello, folks.
There. Apparently, I can't remember your name at all.
Who's Ingrid?
You.
You.
Me?
Irving.
Oh.
Yes, because I can't forget. Wow. Why am I having such a hard freaking time with names today?
You called me Murphy twice before we
Yeah.
even started.
Shut up, Melvin. I'm working here.
Alrighty, naked.
That's a good drawing, right?
Damn right, Zach, that's
Really
good.
good. Oh my gosh.
Love it.
I do.
Wow.
With someone.
Wait, you just said they had a book.
That being
Yes.
said, we will.
Yes.
And then you emphasize that there is a book.
Holy! Way to catch on to that like a minute and a half late. There's books, there's diaries, there's maps.
Wait, there's a book? We have not been consistent with this at all, have we?
No.
I'm not even gonna try and pronounce most of those. Wow.
Yeah, they had a sale on apostrophes that day.
Hello, everybody.
I don't know what's really going on. Hi!
We have you on speakerphone.
I was just gonna say, this is one hell of a collect call, man. I didn't know he knew infallible relay.
Does anyone know what the rates are? I don't have that much gold.
Did you know back in the old days, in the medieval times, they used to put lanterns, hang lanterns out on front of horses to help them navigate during nighttime?
Oh.
It was the first recorded instance of satellite navigation.
I enjoyed the live action The Avatar movie.
Oh, baby Baba Luba. And burble as it came.
No!
Can I get a oh yeah?
Oh yeah?
Oh yeah!
If you're only to be addressed as you as your own person, what do I do if there's like a whole bunch of y'all?
You may use titles as, I would say, the trolls. You may use the consequences if
Okay.
you would like.
So
You
y'all
may-
is off the table.
Y'all is an abomination.
A whole bunch of y'all.
Too late.
That's when you guys look over and see what once was Jitters descend slowly onto the ground, trampling towards you as its head from top to about past the sternum splits like that into a toothy maw that is its whole body.
Rawr.
Hello and welcome to Hate, Laugh, Love.
Everybody knows if it's green and it's slime,
You went that
it's booger time.
The show where we talk about movies.
He starts hopping on the way, and when you look back, there's Handor and Grace. Grace looking just frowning perpetually, and Handor just smiling ever so gracefully. And Finestorm, you see on their lips, Handor say, "You think they'll make it?" And Grace go, "Not a chance." Hello everyone, and welcome back. Hope you all had a good break. Now that I see what the levels are, I do need to turn that down to there. Okay. Oh, right, yeah, because I had that open. That's why I don't have Secret Chat open. Throws the overlay off completely. You all are in this spot. I've not had you roll initiative or anything yet, because you rolled so well in your stealth. I wanted to put you inside this area so you see kind of what's going on. Inside this area, there are 3 people. This guy is patrolling up and down. His back is currently turned. And these 2... So actually, let's put him... Let's put him a little closer to here. These 2 are in conversation. They're distracted talking to each other. So what would you all like to do? How would you like to approach this? You have the drop on them right now. If you engage, you have a surprise round.
Are all of the windows boarded up on this building?
All the windows are boarded up on this building.
I think the only way out is through, guys. If I'm being real honest with you at this point.
We can't go over it. We can't go under it. Oh no, we'll have to go through it.
Sounds
We have to go between.
Alright.
We're not scared. What a beautiful day.
Yeah, I'm gonna look at you all guys for visual confirmation that you're ready.
We are ready.
Oakley dokley. Then everyone...
My inventory?
Everyone give me some initiative rolls first
Kill
off.
all humanoids. Kill all humanoids.
Except for the friends, hopefully. So yeah, if we're engaging desperately,
Unfortunate that it's
roll
there.
initiative and hold your initiative until I ask for them. Someone roll for Schnorzboop as well. He's got +3 on his initiative.
Where did mine?
Alright. Ben, or Zara, what'd you get?
18 plus 4.
18 plus 4, that's 22. Nice. That's
pretty good.
Okie dokie. Altian?
I rolled the. It appears that I rolled the exact same as BT. 19 on the die plus 4, 23.
23. Wow. What Schnoz get?
Schnosh. He's only got +3 for initiative. So
Yeah,
that's
he's only got +3. 16. Okay, Teffy?
Teffy got a nat 20, which results in a 19.
Which results in a 19.
You have -1 initiative?
Damn.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they don't have very good dexterity. They have bad dexterity.
I didn't know that was possible even.
It is.
Wow.
Yeah, if you have a negative modifier in dex. BT, what'd you get?
22.
22? Wow. Okay. I do believe Zora's dex is higher than BT's. Zora, what's your...
17 plus 3.
I've got an 18 plus
Yeah.
4.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Zora will go beforehand. So, firstly, the surprise round. Now, all of you rolled higher than their initiatives, so you're all basically going to be getting 2 turns before they even act. But first, up first is Altian.
Okay, well, I'm just going to open up the door like that, just fully open it up, and then pull a pin on a grenade and roll that bad boy right across the floor, right underneath this guy. Oh, let me switch my buttons here.
Right underneath that guy? Okay.
It's gonna roll and like just stop, and as he looks down at it,
Just looks down. The other 2 are still deep in their conversation, not hearing a single grenade roll on the floorboards.
that would be still. Technically, that would be a. I would have to roll for that still.
No, for yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still, that was just.
It is
for
with
flavor.
advantage.
That is how I'm doing. Oh, it is. You are correct, sir.
Hi, other human being.
What's the mono? I'm just gonna do the same thing as my daggers, I guess.
It'll be your dex plus your proficiency. So it should be the same as your daggers, yeah.
Yep. Okay, that's gonna be 22 to hit.
Oh yeah, definitely on target. Rolls right underneath his legs, and he only rolled an 8 for his dex save, so he failed. So that's full damage.
Yes, let me get to it once again. I had to switch over. So that is. It's labeled as 5d6 piercing damage on a failed save, or half as much damage on a successful save, and we're doing the same thing as the dynamite, so we're gonna do half piercing, half force.
Cool.
Right. Let's do it to it.
Very nice.
My dice would stop getting stuck in my dice tower. That would be great.
I didn't know that was a problem.
$17.
Total?
It's total, yeah, 17 total. So, however you want to reduce that number in half, I guess.
17, 8. We'll do 9 force damage, which you will see goes all the way through, and 8 piercing, which is halved because his armor gives him resistance to piercing damage. So 8, 9, 13. 13 total, which is a nice.
That was my action. Bonus action. Insightful fighting as a bonus action. I can make an insight check against a creature you can see within range that is not incapacitated, contested by the target's deception check. If I succeed, I get sneak attack on every single turn. Speaking of which, I did not roll my sneak attack die.
I do need
So
that as
hold
well,
on
yeah.
1 second. Good thing for that reminder. That's an extra 2d6.
Ooh.
Another 8, so 4 apiece.
Nice. Oh no, sneak is just added onto it.
Oh, just added on. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I will roll an insight.
No, you're right, actually it is. Insight, do it! Is he rolling against you?
Yeah, deception.
Deception. Huh.
17.
He rolled a 12.
Thank God. That dice roll was not good. That was very not good.
Yeah, he did not roll very well. So you've got insight on this guy. No, that's what I use for Hunter's Mark.
So I have sneak attack, even if I don't have advantage, but not if I have disadvantage for 1 minute against the armored boy. I'm also going to flop in here and get slightly out of the way so somebody else can get inside.
Nice. Oakley dokley, that is your surprise round action. Up next is going to be Zora.
Alrighty.
Oh yeah.
Let's see. Alright, I am. So, is this door like open? Did you attack under the door? What happened?
I opened it.
Oh, okay.
Swung it open like it's a western, and I was swinging those doors open.
Swinging into the saloon. I will go ahead and arm the rifle. Yeah. We've got enough bullets. We'll arm the rifle.
Okay, pulling out your rifle.
And-
That's a free action.
Okay. And we've got a range of 80 feet, so... Let's see... I moved just like right... 30 feet, okay.
Oh, nice.
And that would be 15 feet. Okay. So we're gonna move right here. And... How much is on plus attack? 10. Jeez, I always forget it's that high.
Yeah, you're good with
Plus
rifles.
10. Yeah.
Very good
Alright,
with
so-
long-range weaponry.
17 plus 10, 27.
That hits.
Nice. And do the 2d10. So that is 12 damage piercing.
12 points of piercing damage, halved it to 6 because of his armor. But a very large or loud bang goes off as you level this rifle, and you hear a it bends in his armor, and it sends him reeling back a little bit. But he also did just have a grenade explode underneath him. He's a little disoriented. Definitely disoriented at this point. Do you have 2 attack actions?
Oh, that's right, because I have that multi-attack.
No,
what is
so at 5th level, you should have 2 attacks per attack action.
Yeah, extra attack. So,
Yeah.
so I
So
guess
you-
we'll try again?
It would be a bonus action to reload, but you've not used your bonus action yet. Single shot rifle.
Would it be a bonus action to switch to an arrow?
As you have equipped this weapon this turn, yes, it would be.
We're instead going to cast Zephyr Strike as our bonus action. And we'll end our turn.
Nice. What does Zephyr Strike do?
Until the spell ends, your movement doesn't provoke opportunity attacks. And once before the spell ends, I can give myself advantage on a weapon attack roll. That attack deals an extra 1d8 force damage. Whether you hit or miss, your walking speed increases by 30 feet until the end of that turn. So,
nice.
At some point, I can activate this thing, but I could like run past him without an opportunity of attack. I'm
Want to see me
understanding
run to
that,
that
right?
mountain and back? Want to see me do it again?
But that's right? I could just run past him and he wouldn't be able to.
You can, yeah,
attack
that
me
is right.
If I did.
Yeah,
Okay.
Zephyr Strike is good. With the last attack action, rifles are funny, and I'll explain how the reloading works again. With a bonus action, you can reload, or if you have an attack left inside your attack action, you can also reload.
I can use reload.
So you can use your last attack inside your attack action to also reload. But usually you want to use your bonus action so you can use that
Last.
attack for an attack. But separating it around, you can use the last attack you have to reload.
Sets it up for next round.
So it sets up your next round.
I will do that. And I cast already.
You already
used
did the
spell
Zephyr.
slot.
Yeah. Nice. Okay.
And my turn.
Cool. Effective turn. BT, it's you.
Dash.
Where are you dashing to?
There.
Okay, taking the dash action. This is a surprise round, so he doesn't get his reaction. And that is your movement and action.
That's it for me.
Effective. Cool.
No bonus? No Misty Step a little bit farther? No.
No.
I am trying something different this time, so we'll see.
Interesting. Okay. That means Teffy, it's you. You're up.
Wonderful. So, Girly Pops is going to, if I can grab the mouse button, there we go. She's going to come all the way to over here. So she is next to Matey Boy. And
Nice.
she also has 2 attacks per action, so hell yeah. She's going to use her +2 scimitar. Actually, no, just kidding. At this point, she's going to do Shocking Grasp twice, but like once with each hand.
Shocking Grasp is a cantrip. It's a spell. That doesn't actually count as an attack. It counts as a spell. So you can only do it once.
Why does it not count as an attack?
Because it's a cantrip. It's a spell. Casting the spell takes you a full action. It's not actually an attack. It's casting a spell.
Well, that's unfortunate. Well, she's going to use her +2 scimitar then to attack this guy in like a double slash sort of motion.
Spells are funny. It can be difficult.
Okay, cool. I guess I still don't know how to read. That's great. Love that for me. Okay, so first moment is going to be a 26 to hit.
26 hits, oh yeah.
Okay, and then that is going to be 11 damage.
Ooh, 11 slashing damage?
And then another 26.
That hits too.
Which I'm assuming still hits.
Yeah.
And another 11 damage. Both of these dice just rolled the exact same.
9.
They're like, and again.
Yes.
Again.
They're rolling in my favor, so I'm going to set them aside so I know which ones to use. And then that's what I'm gonna do.
Any bonus action?
Probably not. Yeah, no.
No? Okay.
Yeah,
If you have any concoctions you want to drink, drinking a concoction is only a bonus action.
Good to know, but I'm gonna pass.
Cool. Sounds good. Your scimitar strikes scraping up, you see some sparks, but you also get some blood parts. He does have resistance to slashing as well because of the armor. However, it does take a good chunk of damage. This guy is looking genuinely worse for wear. Comes around to Schnozboop, who is going to...
you're gonna do it. Yay.
I'm gonna do it, yeah. So there are 3 of them in here. He's going to strum his lute, and you will hear him call out, "Why you gotta be like that, whatever it is that he does." I'm trying to remember his ditties. As he casts Bane on all 3 of them. They need to make charisma saving throws. DC 17. Armor dude.
3?
It's up to 3, yeah. It's 3 targets at the level 1. Speaking of which, BT, that's a level 1 spell. Ooh, second one succeeded. 2 failed, 1 succeeded. So this guy, he succeeds, but these 2 have failed. So they are getting rid of a D4 for each of their D20 rolls. And he's going to move in like here. And he'll use his bonus action to look at BT and say, "Do you believe in friendship?" and inspire you.
I don't know if you guys can hear it, but my dogs are crunching on bones.
Well, good,
Like
actually. We
right
can't hear it.
ouch.
So that's a D8 BT for your inspiration when it comes around to you. That was your surprise round. So we're back around to the top of the initiative again with Ultian.
Okay. I'm do this. A 1, a 2, that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'm gonna get on the opposite side as Teffy.
This guy is flanked.
And I'm gonna punch him. I'm gonna punch.
To start wailing.
I'm a punch
using-
this armored man.
Using my Hazer gloves, my electrified gloves, with a, let's see. Ouch! I probably did not hit him. Okay. 11.
Even with advantage?
Oh, advantage. Oh, thank God.
Hang on.
Again.
You've got
I
insightful
forgot
fighting
again.
and he's flanked.
You're right. Yes.
Yeah.
Much better. 23.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay, so that's 2d8 electric damage. Or lightning damage, I should say. Oh, glorious purpose. Okay, that's 16 lightning damage. And then 11 sneak attack damage on top of that. So that is 16 plus 11 lightning damage. I just uppercut him. Think.
You uppercut this guy. Like he's... Grenade exploded underneath him. Gets shot by this bullet. Slashed twice by this scimitar. And then suddenly as he's keeling to the left, this fist just comes across his face with these sparks lighting up his armor for a split second, just turning him into a crispy little steaming pile of probably dead. I mean, he's out. He's gone. That finished him off.
You just cooked a guy alive inside his armor.
He screamed as well.
Oh no!
Like a
it's like
big
microwaving like a cockroach or something. Like Jesus Christ! Boiling a lobster.
I'm going to use the rest of my turn, which is only a bonus action, but I'm going to turn to the other two gentlemen in the room, and I'm just going to say, "Leave."
Do an intimidation check.
You get advantage for disintegrating a man.
And for having a big cat in front of him.
The big cat in front of him, probably more like.
What's my intimidation?
So yeah, with advantage.
Oh, with advantage? All right. I'll give her another shot. Even better. 22.
Okay. They are petrified. They look... one of them probably just crapped his pants. The one that had his banged right now, he got a total of 3 on his save against that, so they did not wear the right colored pants today.
It's his second day on night crew, poor guy.
Second day on night crew. That is your turn. Zora, you're up. BT, you're on deck.
Well, do we want to kill a man who's crapped his pants? I mean, that's just humiliating.
It's up to you guys. Do you remember you were told there were going to be at least 8 people inside each building, and you did not see anyone leave this building?
Okay, well, we can keep going. Hopefully these guys don't gain some sense of bravery or something along the way.
I'm actually going to put some icons on them because they are feared. Very feared.
Those are colors. Can I go this way?
You can, yeah.
Okay. Alright, so we will... Oh, hold on. Move ourselves right... Excuse me, right there.
Nice.
A little hiccup there. I think I will use this time to produce some good berries, just in case. You never know if someone dies.
That's fair, actually. Yeah, good
And it
berries
takes
are
an
really
action
useful
to
for
like
that.
produce these good
Mhm.
berries, so it's like might as well. All right.
Good
I'm
berries
ready
are
for my
actually
turn.
really useful like that. I hate them.
They just take a while to show up.
Yeah. Right. That being you, BT.
Are we letting them live?
That's up to you guys.
I mean,
You
think I
threatened them,
will,
but they
but I'm-
didn't leave, so I don't know what to do.
Well, I mean, can you tell that they're petrified? This is up to you. This is up to your own conscious being. I think you should do an
When
insight.
you say petrified, just scared in the human sense of the word?
Yes,
Or
just
have
scared
they
in the human
genuinely
sense of the word. They have not turned
petrified
into
and
stone.
turned-
No.
Damn,
No, I
that was going to be
scared them
very
so bad,
interesting.
They've just
So-
become stone.
Wrong
Do I see
continent.
the
It's amazing.
extra puddles of liquid on the floor around their feet?
Yeah, they rolled
Oh,
very, very
more than
poorly. You would see extra little piles on there. It would. Your passive insight's enough to know that these guys are going to run as soon as it turns to their turn. But they're at the end of the initiative, so it's not their turn yet.
Okay, so really quick, I'll just state to them, looking at them, it's like, if you move in any direction besides that door over there, I will kill you.
The one that's not Bane's,
That
just
hasn't shit his pants.
nods vigorously.
Damn.
I would just position myself there and be ready for whatever happens. I don't know which door the group's gonna go to, so
Okay.
I'm just holding.
Hold an action. That's for just hold an action for anything that unexpected that happens.
Comes
Keep
out one of
them
those
there.
doors. Anything comes out one of those doors.
Perfect. Perfect. Taffy, it's you. You're up.
Teffy is so matey boy that she was just stood next to is kaput. Yes.
Oh yeah, he's not breathing anymore.
He's sizzling still.
Okay.
Actively.
Cool beans. So these funny wooden circles, are they pillars or tables?
They are pillars.
Oh, so I can't stand in those squares.
No.
Rats. What about the light bulbs? Are they sconces or like on the floor?
Those are on the floor.
How inconvenient. Wait, so a 5-foot reach of something means that I can have like a space of gap between me and the item, yes? Or me and
No,
the person?
you have to
No?
be right next to it. That's 5 foot.
Oh.
Has to be next to you.
Well, that's disappointing. Then I guess I'm just gonna go 30 feet. And then just kind of stand there angrily. Actually, no, I'm gonna use a dash to go another 30 feet.
Okay.
Which is going to take me there. Okay. Whoop. There we go. Okay, so she's there now. That's it.
Herkly Turkly. It is Schnozzboop. He's gonna move up 30 feet and use his bonus action and look at you, Altian, and go, I know you believe in friendship, but do you believe in friendship? And give you inspiration. Let me see, does he have Bless as well? Because if he has Bless... He doesn't have Bless. He has Bane, but not Bless? That's okay. He's got Silvery Barbs, that's pretty cool. Everyone remember he's got Silvery Barbs. Let's see, action cube wounds. I don't think there's anything else he can really do right now. Except for... Wait. He will hold his action, I suppose. For... Good grief. He really is a friendly guy. He doesn't have anything to do damage in here.
Damn.
What's this do? Not a good time for that. Peter, I admire your work. Okay. He's just standing there. That's what he's doing. These guys' turn. The armored one's gone. Have to do some other bits too. Opened. BT and Taffy, the two of you will hear noise coming from the other side of this door, the southern door on the map. And these two guys,
What kind of noise?
like feet shuffling.
Okay. Regular type shuffling, or shuffling in the sense of, oh crap, we need to prepare for an attack?
You're in a place where things are looking sketchy. Probably the shuffling of, oh crap, we need to prepare for an attack.
Especially since we just had four explosions. Okay, that tracks.
Doop, doop, boop, boop, boop. Yeah, the other two, they are hightailing it out. That's as far as they can get this turn. But they are running away. Altian, it's back to you.
Okay. 10, 15, 20, 30. 2. Oh, this is what we're gonna do. I'll use, might as well use my action to get all the way over here to this desk. Actually, I'll go around the other way. So whatever that is. Anyway.
Nice.
And can I use my bonus action? Well, I can because I have eye for detail.
Nice.
So I'm going to use my bonus action to investigate. I am looking for paperwork that might tell me if there's like a secret room in this place, you know, a particular area that is of interest.
Okay.
To us currently.
Looking for the You Are Here map.
Exactly. 14 investigation.
14 investigation. A curtsy look over this. You can see some invoices for like shipments coming in. With the experience you've had and the places you've already been, 14 won't give you all the details, but you have an eye kind of for what you're initially looking for. The initial findings could cause some draw for concern. It shows a lot of shipments with materials that you would use to create the blueprints you've already stolen. In mass quantities.
Oh, I'm gonna put that boys up in a pocket. Yeah.
There's
That's concerning. Yes, it is.
other references to a term and phrase that you're not familiar with, but you can note down Behemoth.
Okay.
Just the word is written down in single term, like on the calendar where they have dates in. It's Behemoth meeting, Behemoth design, Behemoth discussion, Behemoth talk.
Hey, it's like I got something to blow up by the end of this.
Upgrade.
Okay. That's my turn. I'm just gonna, after collecting some of those papers, saving them for later, I'm gonna get ready for these people behind the door.
Okay. Zara, you're up.
I was also muted.
Aha!
Let's see. Here. We're reloaded. We got good berries. I don't know what else I can do.
You can prepare.
Yeah. Can't really move any further without using up that Zephyr Strike.
Yeah.
So we're gonna chill.
Chillin', you got your action nice and prepared in case anything happens. BT.
Tactical assessment of the door in front of me.
They're shuffling just on the other side.
Construction of the door in front of me.
Reinforced wood. It looks as though the door's been designed to shut automatically and lock in a particular way. Budging it down won't be as easy as these other two doors.
Throwing a ton of weight at it.
It's possible. I wouldn't say impossible, but I would also freely give the information of it won't be an easy door to do that to. These ones are more reinforced.
Keyhole.
No keyholes on these ones.
Sealed tight. No under the door.
Minor crack under the door, but it's much more tight-knit than the other ones.
So not an airtight lab.
Not airtight, no.
No windows in the door.
Nope.
Everybody else seems to be like waiting. Can I tell which way is the door going to swing? Out, in, sideways, up, down? How's it going to open?
From your perspective, it'll swing out. So away from you.
So, become my favorite transformer. Barricade.
Just move right up to the door, stand there and wait.
Just
Everyone
lean
else.
against it.
Okay.
See if they can open it with a ton of weight on it.
Oh, it's swinging away from you, so they'll be pulling it towards them.
Oh, I thought it was swinging.
No, swinging away. From your perspective, it's going out, not in.
Swinging away. It's okay. It doesn't matter. Same thing.
Okay.
Prepare an attack for when the door opens.
Okie dokie. And Teffy.
That is me.
That is you.
So I'm sorry, did BT give up on his intent to barricade?
Yeah,
I mean-
I'm just waiting for them to open it up. I'm gonna attack whoever
Okay.
opens the door.
Are there any handles so that I could just push the door open?
There are handles that you could just push the door open.
Okay.
You would be using your
So-
bonus action to do so.
Is the door like latched in any way, or is it like emergency room doors where they just like swing if you push them?
They are latched, but they do have a thing you have to twist, like a door handle's right by the latch inside the middle. But you can see there are multiple latches to these door handles. If you don't twist the door handles, it'll be difficult to just burst it open.
Okay, and how does preparing an action work?
You just say you're preparing an action.
Okay, then I prepare my action. And then do I just take it on my next turn and I get like 2 actions?
Nope. So we have done this before. Preparing your action, you hold it during your turn. You say you're preparing your action for this purpose. So like what they've done is they said they're preparing their action to attack when the people come through the door. You just say the purpose for it, and then when the people open up the door, you use your reaction to use that prepared action to attack.
Okay. Then I'm going to prepare my scimitar to do my action, which is a double attack. For whenever the door is opened and there are people there.
Sweet.
That's it. That's
Sounds
what I'm
good.
doing.
I'm going to move you just a little closer. You're not supposed to be able to see in there, actually. So you're right there. But the wall stuff, art is clipping through, so can't put you there easily. It is Schnauzboob's turn. He's going to continue moving forward. He is going to actually use his action to get a good line of sight, so that if he does need to use his silvery barbs, he can. And bonus action will... Oh, it's a 50 between Zora and Teffy now. Teffy's fine. We'll give it to Zora. They're concentrating on something. Do you believe in friendship? As you get inspired, Zora.
That's what's up.
That's what's up. How many more times can I do that with him? 2 more times. Nice. That being his turn, we're gonna have a series of things popping off here. As these doors are going to open. And just on the other side are 3 guys. So, triggered held attacks. Who wants to go first?
Sure.
Big Tim.
I'll take out the guy in front of me.
Give me some attack rolls.
First attack will be the bite. God, it's been so long since we've played. That's
We played
+8.
last week. What are you talking about?
In combat.
In combat, yeah. It's been a bit. A lot of talkies.
Is that 19?
19 hits. Yeah, 19 hits.
19 hits. Bites are that 2d8 plus 5.
This is another one of those heavily armored guys. Ooh.
5, 5, 10.
10 points
So-
of
Force.
Force damage. He don't have resistances to that.
And then first claw attack. Boy, that went all over the place, and that's going to be a miss. I think a 12.
Yeah, 12 misses.
And second claw attack. Ah! Jeez, that was a 17 and rolls to a 1. I tell you.
Mhm.
Well, anyway, the bite got off.
Bite catches him in the shoulder and he pulls away and manages to get out of the way of both of your claws. That is your held one. Zora or Taffy? He's not getting close. This guy actually will be at the end of it. He'll be up to there.
I think Taffy may be busy.
Yeah, I don't know what Taffy is. So, Zora then, your held action.
I held action. Can I do anything with Big Tin right here?
You are holding a rifle.
Oh, I am.
Oh, yeah.
Can I, like, peek? I guess I could hit this guy right here.
If you can see it, you can hit it.
I guess I could hit that guy, too. We'll hit the guy on the left. This dude. Let's see. Say 16 plus 10, so 26.
26? Oh, yeah, that hits.
Nice. That is 20 piercing damage.
And which one are you hitting again?
We're hitting the guy on the left.
Middle guy.
Middle guy? Okay.
Yeah,
20
his-
piercing
his-
damage.
The guy to the left.
Yeah, this guy.
Cool. Another shot goes off. There's bullet punctures and pierces through the body armor he's got. It still has resistance to piercing damage, so but does a good chunk of damage to him.
Nice.
Chippity-pip.
Yeah.
That is yours. You don't have reloading as a free action yet, so
Nope.
You can't use the second attack on that one. But Teffy, you also had a attack, and I couldn't move you, but I can now. That is technically where you are. You are within range of one of them.
Okay. Because of the like shadows and whatnot, I assume the guy is underneath Big Tin's like rightmost foot. In terms of the layout.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. I'm gonna hit him with my double scimitar moment. Okay. Scimitar has a a hit modifier. There we go. Finally using the right words. So I assume a 24 hits.
That does, yeah.
Okay. And that is going to be 9 slashing.
Excellent.
Okay. Now I do it again. Okay. And that is somehow not showing a number. It is point up, which is confusing me. Okay. And that is a dirty 20 with an 11 damage if it hits.
That does hit. Dirty 20 does hit, and 11 damage. That guy's already looking a little bit worse for wear, having 2 scimitars reached around one of the corners, just slashed up twice. He's got 2 deep gashes now inside of him. Now that the held actions are done, it's time to do their turn. All of them are going to be attacking BT, who is standing in their way. A little surprised and caught off by that. Well, let's do the armored guy first. He's coming with 2 sword attacks. First one's a 19 to hit.
Hits.
That one hits. The second one is a gross 14 to hit.
Miss.
Oh, misses. Chickadood. Oh, first one does 13 points of slashing damage.
Halved is 7.
You took slashing, or did you take piercing?
Slashing.
You took slashing, that's right, yeah, because it mostly does. Nice.
Because that was my highest one, so yep.
His third
somehow
attack,
just worked.
which is a crossbow bolt, or it looks like a device inside his left arm. He brings it reeling around after his 2 attacks and aims it up towards Zora. and launches a bolt off at you. Boop, boop. It's not an advantage because he's in close combat. Wait, what is it plus? 17. Does a 17 hit you, Zara?
Yes.
Yes.
Just barely.
Just barely. Ooh. At 7 points of piercing damage, as a small crossbow bolt comes flying in between the two legs of BT and slams into your left thigh.
Oof.
As for the other two guys, that was 7. 7 points of piercing.
7.
These other two guards have 2 attacks each as well. They are going to... that one's going to miss. 10. Second attack on that guy. 17 to hit.
Miss.
80. Miss. Okay. Second guy. It's a 16 to hit. That misses. Ooh. That's a 23 to hit.
That hits.
That hits. Ah! And this is slashing damage again.
Yay.
7 plus 3, 10 halved to 5.
5. It works.
Very good. That is their turn. Oh, these guys are. Oh, I can't do anything with them on that one. These guys are gone. They ran away. We are then back around to the top with you, Altian.
Okay. I might have to throwing knife like past Big Ten here. Just don't know if I can get in the mix without trying to like jump over the enemy.
There is a spot right here, but it's only accessible to this guy for attacks.
If I spent my action to do it, and Big Ten allowed me to do it, would you allow me to take a running jump like this over Big Ten, use my action on my booster shoes, remember, to give me that jump to directly here? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If Big Ten allows it, and
the doors are definitely big enough to be able to do that.
No, so what I'm thinking is that like as I go to like slide over Big Ten, I use the momentum of sliding and then literally push off of him to like quick like dive like that.
Oh yeah.
Not jump over him, but like right through and over. That's what I'm trying to do.
Give me an acrobatics check.
Right.
So you're absolutely doing it. You're going to succeed in doing that. This acrobatics is to see if you can trigger some attacks from them.
Yeah.
Because you're giving them a nice opportunity.
22? 15 on the die?
Yeah, you expertly. It's very, very... There's like maybe half an inch of distance between you and BT when you manage to pop this off. And you go right over. And the one in the armor, you can't kind of catch his eyes as he looks up and over at you, and you pass by. A little confused. But you land.
I'm going to land, and I'm going to turn around slowly, using my bonus action for insightful fighting.
Oh, nice.
I'm against their deception. For the guy in the armor. The guy
in the armor. Cool,
most of the armor.
Ooh. It's a 19 minus 1 for an 18.
That's I got a 9 on the die. I have a plus 11. 20.
Oh, gross. What? You still beat him. Even if I rolled a natural 20 for him, you would have beat him.
Anyway.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that worked.
I get sneak attack on him for the next minute, quickly using my dialogue option in my combat.
If I were you guys, I would use those fully.
And I'm gonna point at the boarded up windows.
Okay, with your insightful fighting, this guy is an elite. He's high up on there. There's an aura effect, a command effect with him. So no intimidations can happen while he's still alive. There's also a side effect to it though. As soon as he dies, you guys played into it accidentally last time, because as soon as the other guy died, you had them do a check. It's at disadvantage if they're doing a check after their aura of command is dead. So the two up here that ran away, they ran because they failed completely, just awfully. But these guys, until he's dead, you're just kind of planting seeds.
Well, at least I put Big Tin in a position to get advantage on attacks, so let's go.
Yeah. Nearly Big Tin's
Tin
turn.
and-
Zora's up first, though.
Ooh.
It's you.
See.
I should turn this to red.
I'm gonna use my bonus action to reload.
Yep.
And use my attack.
Can you angle your mic to be a bit more in front of you? Because when you're leaning forward like that and talking, it's not capturing you at all.
I need to get my whatever this thing is in front of it, more in front of it, because I think that it's covering, and it's like over here, and the mic's over here.
Hmm.
But I think is that better?
Oh, that's a lot better. Thank you.
Okay. I think I'm gonna try and hit that same dude.
Same guy? Cool.
Yeah, so it's a 19 on the die for a 29. So I think that hits, right?
What's your roll again? Sorry.
19 for 29.
19 for a 20? Yeah, that hits.
And that is 16 points of piercing damage.
16 points of piercing damage. Halved to 8 for this guy. As the bullet punctures and pierces into some of the armor, damaging him and injuring him even more.
I'll use that second attack to reload.
Perfect. Second attack to reload.
End our turn.
Oakley dokley, then BT, it's you.
Okay. Attacking the big guy again. At advantage, the bite. So 26.
Oh yeah, that hits.
Ooh, much better. 12, 17 force.
17 force. Biting in again, some of the armor is now crushing into his skin, and you can hear some bones crack.
First claw attack. Thank God it's an advantage.
Yeah.
Dirty 20.
That hits.
I think that is, 2d6. So that will be 8 points of lightning.
8 points of lightning. This guy is still up.
There, and the final claw attack. Natural 20.
Okay.
Eat them.
How are we doing natural 20s now?
So you're taking the dice that you're rolling, you're doubling the amount of dice you roll. You add your modifiers, then you multiply it by 2. So you add your modifiers. So how many for this claw? How many dice are you rolling?
2d6.
2d6. So you double that. So you're rolling 4d6.
Okay, let me get that out of the way. So that's 6 plus 5, so it's 11.
That's 11. Now add your modifiers.
So plus 5 just once.
Yep, just once.
Okay, so that's 16.
Now multiply it by 2.
32.
32.
Lightning.
32 points of lightning damage. BT, how are you finishing this guy off? He only had 3 HP left.
I slam my paw down on his foot so he's grounded and then do the shock. So he just stands there and goes, "Ee."
Putting your
And
paw
fries.
on top of him, pushing him down. You can hear the femur that you previously cracked on the bite snap. Him collapse onto the ground and then just start as the electricity just flows through with another crispified person.
And then I'll growl intimidation at the other two.
You do still technically have a bonus action. Okay, give me an intimidation check with advantage for the groundwork. Well, actually, because they've lost their aura of command now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, he rolled fairly well. You didn't.
Okay, so let's see here. That is 21.
Okay. For a 21. This guy, electrified and gone. This guy, it's visceral, the sound of it, of his bowels evacuating themselves. He rolled a natural 1. And this guy, looking down at his boss, looking up at his friend, who's now actually a natural 1, he's fainted. He's unconscious. He's on the ground. Just looks at you. I'll leave.
I'm going to point towards the windows again.
Okay. Taffy, it's your turn.
Is anyone still alive? Or, like, present at this point?
This guy is.
Okay, so the guy that I can reach is still up and kicking, so to speak.
He's also
been intimidated.
He's also intimidated and ready to run.
Okay. I would still like to do the double scimitar thing, mostly because I like to roll dice. And so, okay, 18.
18 hits. That hits this guy, yeah.
Okay, and then the modifier on that bad boy. Okay, so that is 8 damage, and then I do it again. It took its time, but it landed on a 20. Yay! So, it's a 29 hit.
Well, it's a natural 20. That automatically hits. And it's critical.
Cool. So now I roll twice the dice, I add my modifier, then I double it.
Yep.
Fun.
Guarantees that we're not rolling minimum damage because we're adding our modifier before multiplying it by 2.
24.
24.
24.
This poor guy who was about to run, how are you killing him?
How
do you want to finish him off?
Oh.
What's that phrase that they use? Nose to navel?
Oh,
Nape to
yikes.
navel?
Yikes.
Yeah,
Okay.
something like that. Just kind
Right.
of cleanly up the middle.
Cleanly up. The tip catches him right at the navel and starts cutting up and through. There's minor resistance as you first hit the sternum, but the blade deflects just to the right, starting to hit the softer bone type areas, more like cartilage that connects the actual bones of the rib to the sternum. Cleanly slicing through them, you feel a chunk of large meaty mass meet the blade, and then it continues upwards with a splurt of blood out from the middle chest portion where you caught his heart. You also cut his nose off. And you hear from the back, Taffy, did we really need to kill the running man?
Did we need to? I guess not. But it helps to serve the message. We've got things to do.
I'm wiping blood off of my cowl.
Cool.
Wiping blood off of your cowl.
Alright.
Right, this guy's dead. The other guy's unconscious on the ground, lying in a puddle of his own piss and poop.
It's still coming out of him. Like, if you, like, put a tube of toothpaste on the ground and just slowly ran it over with a tire, it's just, that's how it's like. He's unconscious.
Wonderful
but
facts of life.
just fully relaxed.
Yikes.
Okay.
The room you're finding yourself in now is kind of like an in-between room. It would be considered a clean room. However, you're too close to the outside walls. Sand is just getting in. It's just continuously getting in everywhere. And it's not very airtight, so the sand still is inside this room. So there's little piles in the dusted spots. Altian, you recognize these kind of things. You're about to enter into a large lab.
I'm gonna ask good old Snozboop to go check this door open. That is where the door is. I can't really see it.
He creaks the door open, pops his head in minorly. Looks to be an office, good buddy.
Oh, it's my...
Check it out. Zara, check the other doors.
Will do.
Okay.
You're in here. What other doors are there? This thing?
Just that door.
Okay.
How many other doors are there? He's standing
right next to it. Just
Alright,
that one.
let's check
So
that.
Zora, you're heading in there to take a look-see. Snoresboop's poking around there. BT, Altian, and Teffy. The three of you. What are you doing?
I'm gonna slightly go back in the direction of this door and wait for everybody. That way, in case something happens,
Okay.
get to them quickly.
I'm just gonna follow Altian.
It's kind of following Altian around.
I'm standing in front of this door.
Okay. Zora, give me an investigation check. And who wants to roll for Snoresboop?
I will roll for Snoresboop. What am I rolling?
Nice. Investigation. Zara, also don't forget you are inspired. Still.
Oh.
So if you want to use that, it's a D8.
16 plus 3 for 19.
19. Nice. What's Schnoz?
Snor's got a 13 plus whatever his modifier is.
Which is 5 for an 18. Nice, okay. Poking his head around inside the office, Schnorsboop will come back out with a report of it's all just shipment stuff. Everything you found about whatever's going on over here, I found documents like that in there as well. I took them for future reference. And Zora, what you're finding are all employee personnel files. Like time cards that have been stamped. It's all HR records.
How exciting.
Very exciting.
How exciting.
But it's a very thin corridor. It's whenever the cabinets come by, you've got maybe 3 feet of space. And when you open it, the cabinet goes straight to the wall.
Awful room.
These people really
Awful.
care about their HR department. They don't. People are replaceable. The whole theme of Grantina.
You're just as useful as this drawer in
a small
cramped
area.
hallway.
Okay.
As everyone has rejoined, we will continue.
Continuing forward. Up to this door. I'm going to move everyone over here so you can all see what is about to be revealed. There we go. Up to the door. As soon as you open it, Alton, you will have context to what they mean by Behemoth. As this very, very large device rests on the other side. It stands on these 4 very big circular grinding grids. It's a wheel of some kind, you can tell, but you're not sure where they're going with the design of it. But immediately in front of you, BT probably for yourself, a bit more of a head height, if you were standing up straight, is a massive barrel. To give you a little context as well for the size compared to your interceptor. I brought the interceptor figurine. Boop. It's much bigger than your interceptor. This thing is huge.
I cannot see it.
Oh, it's right in the middle.
Oh, I see it. I see it now. I see it. Great googly moogly.
Great googly moogly.
Okay. Anyone as we move forward, I'm guessing.
Moving forward and
Traps the
in.
whole time.
If you all, so those of you who have moved into the room already, stop moving your characters. If everyone else can move their tokens into the room to where you would be.
Boo on you. I know what this is.
Oh.
Smash.
He's huge.
Gonna be about here. Tuffy, where would you be?
He's gigantic.
You're muted, by the way. We can't hear you.
Tangerine was trying to figure out where she wanted to put her character because the forge, the just giant pit of molten metal, very exciting, but that's not where Teffy would go. So I had to think. Actually,
That's a thing actually for herself.
That's what BT wants to go. He wants to go take a bath.
It's a hot tub, baby. Bring a towel.
Okay, I'm going to give everyone at home a vision of what this thing that you're looking at is like as well. Very large device. Altian, you're familiar with a kind of design like this, nearly. This is new. This is different. This is bigger than what you've seen before. But the invoices you saw weren't for this. They were for other things. But at this point, right about where Teffy and Altian, where you're standing, there is a very loud and a on the ground, and you hear called out, "Stop where you are! Leave now, or we'll fire again!"
And who's we?
Where'd it come from?
Came from one of the corners.
I don't see anything in corners.
No, there isn't anything in the corners right now. The corners are completely darkened out. And I haven't showed you just anything yet because your passives are not enough to notice them. We are the Watchers. You just leave now. We don't want to hurt you.
Then don't.
But I want to hurt you.
You said we would leave, but we can't.
Why not?
All right, let's make a deal. We'll leave if you help us down.
Okay.
Actively investigate.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna go over to this one and look.
13.
13 is not enough to tell exactly where it's coming from, but the voice you know is coming from this corner. But high up from the corner.
Can I roll?
You can, yeah.
Okay.
Can I also... Actually, while they're investigating, I'll just ask the disembodied voices. Where are you? And we'll see if we can maybe help you down.
Well, you're
Also, how many are you?
What'd you get, BT?
Straight 17.
Straight 17.
I don't have any modifiers.
Not quite enough. You need an 18.
Ugh.
Looking around, you can tell, you know that they're coming from the corners. But you just can't see anyone in the corners. But Teffy, when you ask that, your giant steel predator said that they want to harm us, and we don't want to be harmed, so, and I'm a little hesitant to tell you.
If you're not trying to attack us, which, you know, this first shot was not particularly conducive to friendship, as Snoz would say.
Warning shot, just a warning shot. We were trying to hit you. Sorry.
So if you're not going to attack when you get down here, chances are, I can't promise, but chances are that BT is not going to bat you around. We're really trying to get information here.
We would just really like to be leaving, so okay. Oh, this is a stupid idea. You hear a and then from this corner, something drops onto the ground. And when you follow the eyesight up, cocooned in what looks to be a thing like a shell that's built into the wall, into the corner, is a single, looks to be a gnome, who's holding a rifle. His hands are away from any of the triggers. You can see the bolt action's pulled back. There's nothing in it. He's like, up here, it's called a crow's nest. They put us in before the night watch happens, and it's, well, we can't leave unless they help us out. But we heard all the commotion and what was going on. And honestly, we don't want any part in it.
One in each corner, or are they all in one crow's nest in one corner?
So there's one here, and when you look over at this corner, there's another one here. Just two.
Okay. And let's do some measuring. Okay, not quite.
How far up are they?
80 feet.
Ooh, not ideal.
They're 80 feet up. This whole room itself is roughly about 150 feet tall. In fact, actually, the barrel of the behemoth here is probably about 60 feet up. There's a winch, actually, down there. If you pop the panel open and you turn it, it'll lower the cocoon.
Oh, okay, Teffy does that then.
Lowering it down.
Down. I'll have some questions.
Well, once he gets down, get both of them out. They put their weapons to the side and disarm themselves. And like, we don't want any trouble. We heard the commotions and everything going on. Honestly, we wanted an excuse to be leaving this job, and we'll happily take whatever it is. We're not from around here. We just wanted an opportunity. No, we're from somewhere else. Grantina, it's not the place they tell us.
Never has been. Where can I find all the information about this?
Over. We could just show you.
Okay. Show us. And
Why did you
what's...
say that? I don't know, I'm scared.
Is this the Goliath?
We hear that name said from time to time. It's a little iffy. I mean, yeah, they need 3 arcanists just to turn this thing on. And then they can only operate it for a couple of minutes at a time. It's very draining.
How can I destroy it?
They look over at this very heavily armored device. I don't know.
Show us.
All right. It begins to show you this thing. There's a hatch at the top. You can climb in, and there's enough room inside here to stand up. There's also enough weaponry on this thing that you can tell this would be devastating in any battlefield. It would wipe many units. The wheels as well, they're not designed for Altian especially, you'd be able to tell they're not designed for sand warfare. This vehicle is designed for hardened terrain, inclined slopes, rocky surfaces, not sand. But inside there are some potential places for vulnerabilities. I mean, they'll show you where the paperwork is. It all kind of depends on how much time you're planning on spending here. You probably don't have that much time. You can still hear the distraction going off in the northern end. There are still explosions and things going off, but you can all maybe gather a few pieces. So at this time, what is most important?
Do I sense anything from it?
No, there's no living metal in this.
Okay. Didn't know if maybe they found a small piece somewhere.
It's a good thought.
I'm gonna make sure that Snozboop has planted some evidence very nonchalantly. Perhaps a piece of a note that's been torn, you know, in some sort of scrape or tussle. That way it's not like literally like here's a page of evidence like for, you know what I mean, or like scraps of a costume, stuff like that, you know, like on the bodies.
I got you, good buddy.
And
I already put basically half of you inside the hand of the elite person you crispified. Torn cloth, evidence.
I am going to try to converse with these. You said they were gnomes?
One of them's a gnome, the other one's a half-elf.
Okay, then I'll be speaking in common. I will try to bond with these two people, get to know their names, and basically just let them know that we are on a friendly mission and we're trying to accomplish something for the overall good of the city, despite what they may have heard to the contrary.
Okay, give me a persuasion check. I do believe in friendship.
And despite the fact that this same woman nearly split a man who was running away in half.
He was attacking us first. Thank you very much. And you said persuasion?
Yep.
And was that a real advantage?
That was a real inspiration, yes. Yeah.
Okie dokie. And so inspiration is a D8 or a D6?
It's a D8 now.
Fancy boy. Okay.
Yeah.
21.
21. During your conversing with them, one of them, the gnome is called Nolan. And the half-elf is called... With a G, yeah. The half-elf is called Hallie. His full name is Halligor, but he goes by Hallie. And they're both actually from the Trillic Union. But they migrated down on the aspects of starting up their own company, but quickly lost their funds, having it stolen. And had to pick up some work to try to make money, but it's just so hard. Cost of living is so difficult here.
Okay, cool.
Nice.
So basically they're not on board with any of the nefariousness.
Oh no,
they're literally just working a job.
They're just working a job. They're just working a job, and whenever you're saying, like, for the better of things, they're like, oh, good for you, we're out of here as soon as you let us go.
Out of here as in out of the building, out of the job?
Yeah, out of the whole country. We're gone. We're done with Grantina. We're leaving after this. No, Paul Zellum, it's gone to crap.
There's this town called...
Yeah, there's a town called Pallius, very welcoming sort of place. That's
Always
where
looking
we're
for people.
Actually.
Yeah.
Pallius, where's Pallius at?
I want to say Balashtar.
Yep, that's right.
Okay, cool. It's in Balashtar. It's you remember a while back that there was like a crater and then part of it started floating or something like that?
Oh yeah, we remember that. Yeah, we remember that.
Yeah, so it's what's left on it. We've already sent several people there that we've encountered, and they're all thriving, so it seems. That might be a good place for you to investigate.
Go there. Tell them the hand sent you. You'll be welcomed.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I don't know if they're kidding or not. Well, it's on the way. We may as well give it a try. Okay. Right, we'll give it a try.
Cool. So are you planning on heading out like immediately or giving it a couple days to pack up?
Whenever you let us leave, we're gone.
Bye. Fair enough. Well, my name's Teffy. I'll see you when we're back in Pallius at some point, I hope. I have no further need of you, I guess. Guys?
Bye.
All right. Bye. They start leaving, and you can see Helgo or Hallie as he's passing by the one that you chopped cleanly up. He looks down and like, did they do this? But don't question it. Let's just go.
All right, I'm gonna.
Put your bombs on the reactor.
What bombs? I don't have bombs. Remember?
Oh, we're not blowing this up.
We use C4, but I was looking for something to particularly blow this up. So what I'm going to look for in the last seconds. Are these barrels filled with anything flammable?
They
Any of
are
this
filled
stuff-
with
any of this
questionable
stuff?
substances that you could use. Like this is a lab, so there is plenty of, if you wanted to spend your time to make a makeshift bomb to blow up this portion of it, you can do that. You, Altian, doing that would not have the time to search for the documents, so someone else would have to go searching for documents, searching for things for what this is. You have maybe enough time to form a makeshift bomb out of everything that's here.
I'm going to do that. You guys search for stuff. I'm going to get a hold of Francis, and I'm going to see.
We found something. I'm gonna take care of it. But we're doing it quickly. How's it going?
You hear a distant explosion as he replies back with, "Ugh, but as well as it could for 5 against 50.
If you need to run, run. We can get out of here on our own.
We're holding our own. The pusher got a good sight inside. You're not gonna like what they're making."
Trust me, I'm looking at it right now.
And then I'm gonna stop.
Pictures from
my
memory.
eyes blink.
All right, I'm gonna build myself a makeshift bomb and put that right underneath this bad boy, right in the center.
I'm gonna build myself a bomb and blow it to heaven. Ba-ba-ya, ba-ba-ya.
And if you'll give me 2 seconds, I have to pee because of
Go
course
for
I
it.
do. It's always my 6:30 pee, so.
Yep. Every time. Everyone else.
Is there enough time after my little exchange with Nolan and Hallie to have a snoop, a perusal, if you will?
Perusal?
They were searching
Absolutely.
for documents.
Yeah. I'll open up these doors for you and you can
What
peruse around.
documents
There is a room full of documents. I'll move your character there. Boop. A lot of documents, a lot of research notes. There are a few booklets, like combinations of papers, that have the bridge of the books labeled Behemoth. There's Behemoth Volume 1, Volume 2, and Volume 3.
Okay, I'm gonna grab as many of those as I can carry in one arm.
Okay. Give me a general investigation check.
Investigation time. $22.
22. Okay, so you can gather up those 3 volumes for sure. There are some other volumes of research notes regarding other devices that sound similar to the Behemoth. 2 other in particular. One is called the Crawler, and the other one's called the Advancer.
How many of those can I fit in one arm?
9.
I will take. So you said there are 3 about the Behemoth, and then 1 about an Advancer and 1 about a Crawler?
Several different volumes about the Advancers and the Crawlers.
Are they serialized? Or like
Oh yeah,
1, 2,
everything's
3,
very
etc.?
well organized.
Very good, very good. So Turfy will take the 3 books about the Behemoth, and she will take the first and last book about the Advancer and the Crawler.
Nice.
So that is 9 books.
9 books?
No,
Okay.
that's 7 books. That's 7 books. Turfy will also take
That is 7.
the penultimate volume about the
The penultimate.
Advancer and the Crawler.
Nice. Okay, cool. That's 9 books.
The full concordance of.
Full concordance of them.
The introduction and then the 2 conclusionary documents.
While
I
Teth is
sniffed through
doing
all
that-
the rooms.
Yep.
Just looking for self. Just in case they picked up a piece somewhere. You never know.
There is no trace of self, either thankfully or unthankfully. It depends on how you want to see that, but you do not find any living metal in here.
Okay. Then I'll just wait for everybody else.
Okay. Zara.
I will try really hard to put a paw print in the armor.
The armor's incredibly thick. Zara, for the time frame, what are you doing? What are you looking for? Anything? Doing anything in particular?
They got any bullets lying around? Maybe I could just see if they have some ammunition hidden around.
Inside, so hidden around here, not so much. But when you look at the cocoons, there is ammunition inside the cocoons.
Ah.
So give me an investigation check.
Oh, natty 1.
Ooh, not too good. You spend most of your time looking around everywhere else. You can add 5 bullets. Because as everyone is finishing everything up, you are just discovering this area.
At least I got something out of that.
Yeah, got a little something, but...
Very quickly, I slightly misspoke. Not underneath this thing. Inside this thing where the quote-unquote control station is.
Ooh, the
This
anchor
is-
station, okay.
That is where I'm putting it. And then I'm setting a timer that's going to give us enough time to get outside of the walls, or at least close to the walls, before it blows. That way it causes a distraction for the other group. That way they can turn and run at the same time.
Nice.
And so there's double confusion going on. Also, if you'll allow me the time, a good old smear of oil in a U shape, it lighted on fire on the outside of this thing. Because I know the explosion on the inside's probably not going to damage the outside enough to really...
Okie dokie. Everything's put in place. Inside, the time has been set. I keep kicking the wire because it's somewhere over under there and I don't know where it is.
The best.
Getting to the outside. Put that U in the oil shape. Get far enough away, you can see the northern end. The 3 warehouses are ablaze. You don't know how they did it, but they're all completely on fire, burning inside. You can hear some pops and explosions going off on the inside of them as well. But sneaking
I'm gonna
past...
give them-
Oh, go for it.
when it comes time, I'm going to give them the 30-second warning. That's all
Okay.
I'm going to say. I'm going to say 30 seconds. Anyway, continue.
But moving past
Sneaky.
some of these other warehouses, sneaking through, you can see that there's no one watching the southern end anymore. Everyone's moved northward. The distraction has worked very well. And as soon as you give the 30 seconds, you would hear Francis reply back with, "We're already running." But the other warehouses, as you look inside, just taking that quick peek as you're running away. Imagine for yourselves essentially a World War I era tank. Lines of them. The first floor inside the first warehouse, you see at least 20. Taking a look inside the other warehouse, there are again at least 20. One of them is a little smaller than the other design. 10 of each kind. There are at least 4 floors inside each of these warehouses. This location houses at least 400 of these devices.
Ooh.
Why I had more time.
Someone's gonna be pissed.
Someone's going to be real pissed because you just destroyed 200 of them and stole the blueprints and destroyed the Behemoth and stole the research for the Behemoth. Oh, someone's going to be real pissed.
Oh, baby. All right, well.
You make it to the outskirts, scale that wall on the outside, and just as you're peeking over, there is a... as the center warehouse explodes outwards. The building itself doesn't collapse. There's not enough force to do any infrastructure, but you know there's definitely enough to have destroyed whatever was inside, and enough concussive force to shatter all the glassware on inside as well.
I take a good long pause. You guys almost have to pull me away from the wall. Yeah, after that, I'm gonna make sure everyone's good.
Shorty took a couple of hits, but he's fine. We're a little bruised and battered for wear. We're gonna need to rest tonight.
It's fine. I have some things that I want to do. Either way, we got what we came for. And this will bring Natu out. It might even bring the big man out himself.
Heading on back.
Either way.
Oh, keep going.
No, I'm good. I'm good.
You good? Okay.
And I didn't have my voice mode on anyway. Doesn't matter because I had it on for like 3 minutes straight earlier in the stream. So I gave everyone a break.
Well, while you're on the way back, Altine, you will receive a message from someone. Caught the show from the outside. Impressive explosions. Enough for me to let loose know what you've been doing. I'll be back with her in 3 days. Or 3 solars.
Whose voice is this?
It's the general.
Oh, okay. I was just double checking.
Not like the general, the evil,
same.
crazy Sata general. The general as in... what's his facing?
Grantine in general.
Grantine in general.
Perfect.
You're muted, Taffy.
I'm gonna reply with a quick
25 words.
I also have documentation. So, take those to her. We'll meet in the den.
Nice. Okay.
All right. Go. Well, once everyone, goes back, we all go back to the dead, and then I'm gonna go do some stuff on my own.
Back at the den, you take a look at what you've gathered. We've got the research that you got. You have options now on what you can give McNinty. He wanted what was ever inside there. He didn't specify what he knew what was inside there. You've researched on 3 different kinds of extreme vehicles. The Advance is a faster vehicle. It's made for 4 people, a 4-person crew. It seems, when you're looking through the notes, to be more of a shock troop type situation. It'll go in, infantry will follow after, it'll break lines, shatter, cause chaos, and then the crawlers are support vehicles for infantry on the back end. all the documentation does not focus on their operations in sand. It focuses on their operations on grass plains and mountainous terrain.
I be able to tell?
Ooh, Teffy, you're breaking up.
It's that time
Yeah, I
of the night.
froze.
Yeah.
Would I be able to tell from the research if the focus on grass plains is more how do they traverse, and then mountainous is more how do we attack? Or how does it function in combat in mountain areas? Or is that something that I just wouldn't be able to determine?
That would be both. Yes to both. Traversing on grass plains and combat in those terrains.
Disappointing. Or is it? TBD.
TBD. For the documentation Snorsboot took, one of the letters he grabbed was whoever the warehouse manager, the person overseeing all operations in that location. A person Ultian you know is probably not going to be surviving or alive in the morning anymore. They weren't on location, but they failed in something, and Takiri does not forgive. But his most recent note is operations are ahead of schedule. Plans of execution only delayed by unforeseen operations from Altar. Otherwise, warehouse is still greenlit go.
Not anymore, it's not.
Nope.
Okay, this is my question, because I am an engineer. The document that I choose to give Moss McNinty, can I make ever so slight changes to the document so that whatever he ends up using it for, whether or not he sells it or he builds something himself or whatever, that it's wrong? Like that it won't work, right? That everything about like the defenses and all of that stuff is correct, but one small change in the engine to make it to where, unless they get an engineer on it and really rifle through everything, you know what I mean?
The other big point, big point to this is they don't actually technically have an engine like your operation of your interceptor. Yeah, it's the anchor. The anchor between the Arcanist. Like one minor change in there, you can certainly try. You have someone, Schnorsboop, who's very good at forging documents.
Okay, then that's who I'm going to, and I am going to give Snozboop the advantage on this by explaining to him the particular thing he has to change to make it to where, even because this is my thinking, he's either wants it because someone who's hired him wants it, which means they're either gonna build a machine of war or they need to look at these so that they have a defense against it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not changing, in case that's the case, I'm not changing anything about the defensive and maneuverability and offensive capabilities. That way, if that is the case, they do learn how to destroy these things and protect themselves, but they're not going to be building these fucking things. Sorry, excuse my language.
Mind you, that's the first one we've had in like 4 sessions. So thanks everyone for hopping on and appreciating that. But hey, that's our one.
Because that's what I'm most concerned about.
Ultian, hang on. It almost sounds like you have a heart.
No, I just don't believe in machines of war unless it's mine.
Unless it's mine.
I'm the only one that can have
Sure, justify that way. Sure, why not?
No, I do.
No,
okay. Because yes, I want people to be able to defend themselves against these things. But
Ultian cares for people.
Yeah. Just I don't want, in case he's hired by a corporation so that they can build it. No. You can build them, but they'll be giant hunks of metal that will never move, that will never leave the warehouse. That's what I'm trying to make.
Excellent. Okay, perfect. Yeah, you can definitely
I'll roll
get
for him.
him. Yeah, give me a roll. Give me 2d20 rolls. This is going to be a sleight of hand for him. He's really good at these.
Yeah, tell me what that is. I think it's like 10 or something
It's
crazy.
disgusting.
Thing like that.
It's disgusting. No, it's higher than 10. Because he's got those gloves. Add the +5, okay. No, it is 10. Yeah, it's 10. It's 10 for this. So +10.
27.
Good grief. Perfectly. Immaculate. I mean, he races the 2 and he puts a 3 in that one spot. Killing the formula in one location is enough.
In one fell swoop.
In one little fell swoop. Which... Are you giving him all 3, or which one are you giving him? And what tank are you pertaining to? I'm going to call them what they are. The tanks.
I'm going to give him the lesser one.
The advance?
Yeah, because...
It's lesser armored, it's faster than the others, it's more of a shock troop tank.
Exactly. So, yeah, that's what we'll give him. As far as the other two go...
Can I just ask really quickly here? So the advancer is the faster one for breaking the lines and to be followed by the infantry. The crawler is slower to fall behind the infantry and offer support. What is the purpose of the Behemoth?
The Behemoth, as you're going through its documents, it is a city buster. It is meant to if it is operational, there is no such thing as sieging a town anymore. You attack the town, the gates are destroyed. One blast from its cannon will blow up the walls. The gates will be gone. You don't have to siege anymore with a Behemoth at your back. It has enough firepower to bust any wall open with one shot. Which massively changes the playing field of battles because we're turn of a century, everything has been siege, catapults, cannons. You spend days around cities. With the Behemoth, you don't have to spend those days anymore.
Disgusting.
Cool. Lots of details. So, just to confirm, has this all been on the one day that we were being followed in the first place? So 373, 566?
It's at night. You're probably reaching, at the end of reading through all the documents and doing stuff, it's probably around 5 a.m. of...
She hasn't slept yet. It's the same day.
For the date-wise, though...
433.
For the date-wise, though,
but we've still got until 433 before Luce shows up.
It's 413. It's the first day of the line. Fourth line, first solar, third lunar. So 413, 566.
But when is Luce showing up?
Luce?
433.
You're given 3 solas from the time that the general can leave. Because he can make it to where she's at in 1 solar. He's expecting 1 solar of convincing and diversion, and then 1 solar of making it back.
Okay,
so 3 solas from this date.
Probably then 443?
443 at earliest.
Okay, cool.
Cool.
That was what I needed. Yep.
Cool.
And we don't have to roleplay any of this or roll any. I just want to go fight a little bit of crime in my own city because I've been doing missions during the daylight and I've been very antsy to do that. So
fighting crime.
Go ahead and give me a percentile dice. Give me just 1. You're really only going to have time for 1.
What is that number? 46.
46? Okay. Patrolling the roads and the streets, there's not much. You do encounter one. It's an early riser, someone who gets up in the morning, and she's really unfortunate to be in the back end of their restaurant that does breakfast foods. And he gets assaulted by this person with a knife, but you come in, slap the guy with the knife, the other guy starts leaving, but through the questioning, like you've got him maybe hanging upside down. Let's put him upside down like the Batman thing on the second story, asking him questions.
I was thinking more like, this is a restaurant, you said?
Restaurant, yeah.
Can we ever so slightly flavor it to where there could be like a fry station there?
Oh yeah, sure. What do you want to do? You paint the scene for me. Give us a scene. Give us a scene.
I am like, I have his face like this far away from the bubbling oil.
No, it's Jimbo. It's Jimbo. It's in the morning and Jimbo's come out and he's got his fryer, he's activated it up, and you've come around and saved his life. And you've got this guy right over Jimbo's churro frying and he's sitting there in the corner just crying. He still looks gorgeous and beautiful, even while crying. But
Poor Jimbo.
Poor Jimbo.
Yes, it's Jimbo. Yes, I love
Yeah.
I get to save Jimbo.
You get to save Jimbo.
Anyway, I'm questioning him while his like staring eyes like this far away from the bubbling oil.
What questions are you asking?
What the word on the street is.
Hey, dog, what's the word on the street while I blow your
No.
face?
What the word on the street is about the big boss, about Takiri.
Takiri? Okay, give me an intimidation check.
Oh, I shall. You think I
Do
won't?
it with advantage, because someone gorgeous is crying nearby and there's frying oil 2 inches from his eye. Jimbo the
So
himbo,
funny.
freaking NPC.
So funny.
I love it.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. He's like, I don't know, I was just on my way back home. It was a dry night. Something happened over on the east side. It's got all the attention. I saw Natu come out. He never comes out. Tahiri's up to something. Something happened. He's upset.
For flavor, I get like really close to a 0 when I say this.
Good. Now go home.
There's some sizzling and some tears fall into the oil and pop up and give him some superficial burns. Burned by his own tears.
And then
Oh, God.
when I let him go, I am throwing him all the way backwards onto his butt. Like throwing him all the way backwards.
He falls on his rear and backs up very quickly, still bawling his eyes, and gets up and starts running, trips, falls on his face, gets up and starts running again. And Jimbo
I'm
is just
gonna
over at
nod
the
at
corner.
Jimbo the himbo.
Thanks. I can sell my breakfast churros safely now.
I'm just gonna nod at him and then leave and then go back home and sleep. What a good episode.
He gives you breakfast
What a
churro
good
before you
sister.
leave. No sugar, of course. He keeps forgetting.
No sugar. Yet again.
Yet again.
I leave that for Teffy next to next to her.
Aw.
Oh, she's sleeping.
Just face on the desk, probably still reading over that book for the Behemoth, falling asleep at that point. It's been a very long, long day. Just a nice little breakfast churro. But you all find your respective spots. And I would say in the morning, but it was a very late night, so it's probably around 2 p.m. When you're all awoken and called to the little map area in the center, with Francis, who's already in gear and set to go, and says, "We don't have any time. Tahir's making his move. He's called his men and they're marching on Dirk. Apparently, McNinty already disseminated the information. Natu and Tahiri believe Carla is the fake Ultian. If we're gonna make our move, it's now. And that's actually where I'm gonna leave it for the night.
Dang.
To come back next week. But to clarify with the players so you all realize what's happening, Tahiri himself is coming out. He has received the information and believes, because you got McNinty to give Anna that stuff, so overnight Anna gave the information to Tahiri. And now Tahiri believes Carla is the fake Ultian and is the one who bombed his warehouse. Because enough information was planted there, they got the hint. He's now approaching and advancing on Dirk's headquarters in broad daylight with Nottu and an army of his own people.
Oh boy.
The general as well has already left.
Yep.
The general has left with news of what's going on and the information that you've all gathered to give to Luce, and with the stuff that you're kind of picking up on is things changed as soon as the previous head of Altar died and Luce took head. Things have been changing and shifting in ways you're not too familiar with yet, but you've started a turf war.
As we
And
do.
I'll end it.
So we'll see how they handle that all next week. As they have that news, and we'll just see what they decide, what they do. I mean,
what was the date for this day that we're waking up?
413566. You're on the first solar of the fourth line of the third lunar. So it's by the end of this line you want everything said and done. And in 3 solars, Luce will likely be in Zellum. Because what you did was enough to interrupt the head of Altar to divert to Zellum sooner than planned.
Rock on, guys. Let's go. I can't wait for Peter to come back and be like, what?
What just happened?
What do you mean? I thought we had like 10 days.
No, no. Tahiri's not a sit on his rear and wait for things to happen. He is an active guy. If someone displeases him, especially someone who's under his pocket, he's going to get rid of that person.
All right. Who are we raiding?
That is an excellent question. Let's take a look at my list.
We could go with someone new too. Let's see what I can.
We could, yeah. See what you can come up with. Inkfei's on right now. They're doing some Diablo 4.
Inkfei? We could do Inkfei. There's also Lost Caravan RPG. Pathfinder is what they're doing.
Ooh, Lost Caravan RPG.
Let me see how long they've been going.
That's a good question.
Oh, there goes the boy. There goes the boy. They've only been going for an hour.
Nice.
It's up to you.
Let's do it.
Inkfei or them.
Let's do it. Let's say hello to someone new. It's Sunday. We like saying hello to new people on Sundays. Excuse me.
But that was fun.
That was fun. Good stuff. Good session, everyone. Good job. You learned some new fun stuff. I'm actually... hang on. Before we raid into these... Excuse me. Good grief. These people. Let me take a look at... What's it called, Roll20. I'm just going to move your characters into one of the warehouses.
So we can see?
So you can see what was going on there.
That's gracious. It's gracious.
Just a bunch of tanks. Multiple stories of these things.
Oh my.
They are building an armada. That's a lot of tanks. And you destroyed half of this warehouse's armada, so good job, everyone. I'm proud of you, really. Good job. Okay, everyone, thank you very much for being here. We love you all. Hope you had a hoot. Stick around for the raid, and we'll see you next Sunday. Bye.
Thank you all. Bye.
Bye. Don't forget to buy the t-shirts.
tired and blurry you may be, we hope your minds are full from this revelry. Peace follow you out. May you return for more giggles and shouts.